You were tuned in to episode 58 of the Goodfellas podcast. G5 Jeff TV, aka G5, aka 5, aka the Guru in the building. Got my man BoxingFirstVlog here going to get his drink. You understand what I'm saying? We are live.
Shit. What's good, family? How y'all everybody doing?
That's my guy, BoxingFirstVlog. What's up with you? What's up with you?
Shit, man. Let's get into it, baby.
Let's get into it. First of all, just want to welcome everybody that's watching from BoxingFirstVlog's channel. Welcome. Facebook, Twitter, Twitch. Everybody that's watching, welcome. We got a lot of news that we were on yesterday, and I thought it was enough news yesterday to rehash on the same things today. But boxing being, Fish Creek hot in these streets right now, we got a whole new batch of news. So we're not even gonna be touching on the news from yesterday. So Oscar Valdez and Shakur Stevenson has officially signed their contracts. So that fight will be going down April 30th. That's a premier matchup. Another step for Shakur to, kind of ascend a little bit. And this is an opportunity for Oscar Valdez to prove a lot of different things coming off of his last year or so. He's had a turbulent year and some change after the Burchelt victory. So definitely stuff to look into. And we got another announcement as well. I don't know if you got this one, vlog, but the date looks like April 9th. We're going to have Erickson Lubin.
Figueroa.
No. Fundora. Yeah. Erickson Lubin versus Sebastian Fundora. And the co-main event looks like it's going to be drum roll. And I got to thank my man L Dub the plug for calling this one. Jerron Boots Ennis versus Castillo Clayton will be the co-main for that card. So we got a lot to talk about. We got my man Brennan Smith in the building early. He said, I may go to that fight. Which one? You talking Valdez, Shakur? Or you talking about the Lubin Fundora Boots Ennis Castillo Clayton fight? Let me know which one you're talking about. That fight?
They got a site already?
To my knowledge, not yet. If the plug listening, maybe he could give us the information on that. So that's big news, man. But I was kind of waiting for Shane to get in here, but let's he said Valdez fight. That's a good fight, man. That's a good fight to go to. I'm kind of curious to see what they put on the undercard. Because they both gonna command a good amount of bread. You know what I'm saying? So just knowing that fight is official for April 30th vlog, what's your initial thoughts?
Honestly,
yes.
I hope he on the juices so we can get a good fight.
Can I counteract that?
Man, talk to him.
So apparently he was air quotes on the juices in the last fight. We felt he lost. So is that something you really want?
No, actually, you know what I think it was? I think they caught him trying to come down. You know what I mean? Knowing, okay, there's going to be some testing. Let's start weaning off. And I think they caught him in that process. So by the time, camp really kicked in, he didn't have the pre-absorbed, fluids to kick in while camp is going. You see what I'm saying? And then that just carries over to the fight. So they might have, okay, camp get ready to start. Let's get this out of here. And then boom, got popped before they could really clean out the system. And I don't know if there was actually testing for the Burchelt fight. That's something I would have to definitely do a little bit of homework on to double check on that myself to say, well, if they didn't have it, then there's your reasoning for the excellent performance. And if he did have it, then maybe him being on it fucked him up and he didn't perform well against Robson Concasio.
Yeah, Robson, yeah.
I don't know. I'm just, like I said, man, as a fan of boxing, I kind of wouldn't even be mad if he needed a little boost because I mean, another dog walking, another mauling. Does it really say something for Stevenson? You know what I'm saying? Like, you just walking through these dudes. So had these dudes ever been elite? You know what I'm saying? So you kind of start questioning the guys that already had the belt. If he doing a Jamal Herring on everybody.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes down to it, Oscar Valdez, despite him having the difficulties he's had over the past year, he's still a top 5 guy. He's still a top 5 guy, still a champion. So even if Shakur does do a repeat Jamel Herring type performance, I mean, I think he'll get praise for it. Hold on just a second.
Yeah. Let me tell my lady something. I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah, just thinking about that fight, Shakur and Valdez is really Shakur has been very consistent in his career just as a young pup. I know when Shakur steps into the ring, I'm expecting to see a certain level of skill in the ring. So Shakur hasn't really let me down, really, when it comes down to that. Oscar Valdez has had moments where there's been kind of head scratcher type performances. So I'm really looking at this fight to see which Oscar Valdez shows up. If Oscar Valdez is on his A game, Shakur is going to be in a competitive fight, for sure. Definitely. We got VP Shane, aka Ice Cold Shane, in the building. What's going on, bro?
Good, man.
Ain't nothing. So Shakur Stevenson and Oscar Valdez has officially signed. April 30th is the date. Shane, give me your initial thoughts, bro.
I guess you guys have brought this up already. But when they sign this fight, is there VAR?
I'm pretty sure it's gonna be.
I mean, that's the most important question that everybody should ask, is whether there's VAR testing for this fight. Outside, is it pay-per-view or normal?
Nah, normal.
No, it's the best fight that can be made at 130, to be honest. To me, I think when you look at the division, it's not really flooded with talent. Obviously, you got dudes at 126 that can potentially make it interesting, but 130 itself, I mean, you got Leo Santa Cruz there still. There's not much dudes at 130 that I'm really interested in. Obviously, you got the young dudes coming up as well. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but Colbert's supposed to be fighting for the WBA title as well. So that's an interesting fight as well. So, but in terms of actual fights at 130, that's probably the best one.
I was thinking maybe it's time for Russ to make a move. Maybe go over there and do a 1-fight deal with Bob after you get your thing right, get your shoulder fixed, things like that. That'll be a nice fight. Russ, Shakur Stevenson, because I'm already thinking ahead, man. I don't believe in Valdez, and that's no cap. He's a good fighter, but he's not, like you just said, none of these guys are truly upper echelon, not on what we're seeing from Shakur Stevenson. You know what I mean? And this cat is on the young side, so there's nothing but improvement that can come behind that youth. So he could get better. These dudes, like at you know what I'm saying, them being the more elder statesmen in the division, can they get better? I think he need a fresh face, and like Shane said, somebody from 126 make a move. Gary Russell, you're not contractually tied to PBC like that. Why not go do a 1-fight deal?
That's a good question. I mean, the divisions like 126, similar to, I would say, probably in fact, divisions like 130, sorry, are like, they are similar to 154 in the sense that you can think of maybe 1 or 2 fights, but the best fights are the divisions below it. You see my point? So like, you got a division like 130 that it's not getting as much activity as the divisions around it. Not like 135 and 126, for example, with the likes of Navarrete and at 135, you know what's happening there. Similar to what's happening at 154. Whereas outside of Charlo and Castano, there isn't much for us to get excited about. There's more to get excited about at 154 because you got some young dudes coming through, but the prospects at 130 are already champions. You see my point? So it's like, we know down the stretch Shakur is gonna eventually grow and move up. So is Valdez. Maybe he might have maybe 2-3 fights, 2-3 years at 130, but he needs opponents. And where those opponents coming from? They're probably gonna come from, like Blunt said, dudes at 130. I mean 126, moving up to 130. So you got to question who those people are. Navarrete could potentially move up. He's at top rank. But yeah, if I'm Gary Russell right now, I would probably be looking at. I mean, we already know Shakur's running out of opponents because his whole him versus what's it called? Him versus Cool Boy Steph was in the, and when you're looking for these 2 weight classes below you, that's just already telling you that you're struggling for opponents.
Well, I don't think that was him bringing it up. I think that somebody asked Cool Boy that, and kind of his response, champion of champions kind of always make good fights. You know what I mean? So I get him on that. I don't think he was kind of poking the bear or fishing, so to speak.
Now I get you, but I mean, it still doesn't eradicate the problem that he has. After he beats Valdez, who is there?
Yeah, that's the thing though. I think 126 is heating up so much right now. I just did a video on that, so y'all slide over and check that out when you get a minute. I think the undercurrent of 126 is going to force those guys with the possibility of either unification going on undisputed or dudes starting to move along from 126 because there's no big fight. It actually is like 4 kings technically. But you know what I mean? Is the big bag opportunity there amongst them, or is it moving up? And I think it actually is moving up.
I mean, 126 isn't. I mean, it isn't really like the other glamour division with the like.
No. But they got good fighters. The 4 champions currently are good fighters. They're ESPN Plus type of fighters. I don't think none of them are really pay-per-view.
Who's WBA title champion right now?
They got Lee Wood in there, and they got
Santa Cruz. The Santa Cruz, did he get rid of his belt at 126?
No, he got it. He got the let me go. I
know Conlon is fighting Wood. Lee Wood, but that's for the regular belt. I thought Leo Santa Cruz still had the strap.
Yeah, he do. Leo Santa Cruz is WBA. Martin, that's what they was talking about, possibly that being the first unified at 126 in a minute. You know what I mean? So I tapped in on that. That'd be nice. And then you got Kiko Martinez. He got a little something going on with his title eliminator who beat that dude Isaac Lowe in December. So it's getting a little funky. And then you got my dude Jim Otebek coming up out of Florida, but a Ukrainian cat, Southpaw. He nice. He in the eliminator for the WBA situation. So I was like, either he could get the Lee Wood winner or he could go, get the what's the name winner, because Undisputed Promotions, which Odebek is a part of, they do send fighters over to PBC. So you know what I mean? I think that could be also the next move for Odebek. And he 10-0 or he 9-0 right now, 9 knockout Southpaw. Sweet.
Let me get in the comments real quick, y'all. Edwin Castillo, family in the building. Big shout out to you, bro. Say salute, Jeff, and my man Vlog. I can't stay, but just stop by to listen as much as I could. I dropped a like and I watched later. Great fight, and Shakur has the overall better skills, but Valdez has skill and can bite down to the end. We'll see who gets it. Gimme one. Big shout out to you, family. Say salute to the panel. Salute to you. Man, the stranger in the building, King Louie in the spot. Big shout out to my guy, King Louie, man. Smash that like button. I like that message for sure. King Louie, man, what's up with you, bro? I think it's a really good fight. Whoever wins the fight is just, like y'all said, it's interesting to see where the opponents are going to come from. Because 126 and 135 should be providing some really good fights. Obviously, not every person is going to win the fight, so guys are going to be looking for opportunities You might get a guy from 135 that might be willing to come down to go see the winner of that fight, or somebody at 126 willing to come up. So I feel like that's great points.
Let me. I'm trying
defense.
to think to myself. You guys might be able to tell me: is the IBF strap at 130 still vacant?
Off the top of my head, I'm not sure.
I thought it was vacant because I remember Rakhimov fought my dude, the one that just lost to Devin Haney, Jojo Diaz. Rakhimov fought for it, and that ended in a draw. And then that was for the vacant strap. Someone let me know.
I think it's still vacant. I think it's still vacant. That's a good question.
Yeah, Blunt, check for me.
King Louie said, "Working fam, bro. Yeah, we all over here working, baby. We working."
Actually,
it says, Kika, Kenchiki Ugaga. Oh, man, I don't know how to pronounce this dude name. Ken Agawa.
Agawa. He beat that dude on the zone card.
Kenichi
Agawa.
That was for the belt.
I didn't know that was for the strap. I didn't know.
November 27th, 2021.
No, we were live for that fight. That was the same night as Teofimo Lopez versus Kambosos.
Right.
I didn't know that was for the title because I remember
WBO don't got no strap at 130.
What did you say?
Might be vacant.
The WBO don't got no strap at 130.
No, the WBO's Shakur.
Shakur, yeah.
Oh, why they ain't have him up here? These motherfuckers put everybody but him.
Shakur's the WBO. Valdez the WBC. WBA should be
Valenciano. Villanueva.
No, it's vacant. Colbert's fighting for it. Colbert's fighting for it. I think he's fighting Gutierrez for it.
He's fighting for that belt.
That's it. He's fighting Gutierrez, man.
Yeah. But Gutierrez is a champion. Gutierrez is regular champion. He's not champion. It's the fight. The belt's vacant.
They got him under that list. That's all. I'm giving you the information that I'm providing.
No. The only reason why I was asking is because I just wanted to see, because this is a unification. So naturally, after unification, we're thinking about undisputed. So I'm thinking about what champions are out there for Shakur to take on. I mean, I can't see Shakur taking on a Colbert because that's cross promotions. So I believe Colbert beats Gutierrez. So I can't see that fight happening. Could you see a situation where the Zone and Top Rank make a fight for Agawa? I can see that because Agawa's not someone Eddie Hearn's heavily invested in. So maybe.
Yeah, it's interesting. I'm just glad that fight actually got signed. So Shakur getting a good amount of opportunities young in his career. You know what I'm saying? And Shane, you wasn't around for this announcement. I'm pretty sure you already know, but I'll announce it while you're on here. April 9th, Erickson Lubin versus Sebastian Fundora.
Yeah, someone told me that a couple, maybe a month ago.
Yeah, but the co-main will be, thanks to the plug, Jerron Boots Ennis versus Castillo Clayton in the title eliminator fight. So,
I mean, I like that fight, but you know the issue that I have is, to me, I feel like what 154 is doing is the right thing, but it's also the wrong thing, bro. Because you're eliminating title contenders. You see my point? Like, you know what? At heavyweight,
I don't understand.
Yeah,
I don't understand. Explain that. I don't understand.
Now I'm explaining. You know what? Heavyweight, underneath the Fury, White, Usyk, Joshua saga that's going on right now, you got the likes of Hergovich, Joe Joyce, and Joseph Parker, Jared Anderson, a lot of dudes trying to position themselves for world titles, Sanchez and etc. Mm-hmm. Right now, they're making dudes at 154 fight each other underneath that. So when the person who becomes undisputed actually becomes undisputed, they ain't really got nobody to fight because a lot of these dudes have already lost. So let's say, for example, Erickson Lubin loses to a Fundora or beats a Fundora. Let's say they make that fight. Let's say Lubin wins and he fights Charlo. Who's next for Charlo? Charlo might have to just move up. You see my point? There's not much room for people moving forward. Other than Tim Tszyu and Lubin, everybody else is already lost. There's nobody coming through 154. It's almost like they're setting it up for the dudes at 147 to move up, bro.
So I will use your argument, not necessarily against you, but I'll use your argument to ask a question. If Erickson, Lubin, and Tim Tszyu are the only two guys that are quote unquote worth the shot, what option do you have other than throwing everybody against each other because everybody has lost?
I get that, but it's almost like trying to save dudes. That Sebastian Fundora is a contender, Lubin's a contender, Tim Tszyu's a contender. You make these contenders fight each other. You got one good fight at 154, then it's over.
Well, you think about it. Lubin has a loss. Tim Tszyu and Fundora is the only two that's undefeated. Fundora is still a prospect, and Tim
Tszyu's to a prospect to a certain degree.
To a certain degree, we haven't seen him under them lights yet. So I actually don't have a problem with what's going on in 154. It's just 154 has just got a bunch of B guys.
Yeah,
it's what it is. Like,
it's a problem just for the champion. That's my point. Like the champion who becomes undisputed, there's not much options. You see my point? Like
it's not. See, that's the thing. I think if Charlo wins, it's not. I think he only has, to be honest with you, he really only has one option. He really only has one option, and that's the Tim Tszyu fight. That's the only fight that's really gonna capture anybody's eye.
Unless he fights like a Danny moving up or something, you know.
Yeah, but even with that, he's the clear favorite.
Yeah.
Even with that, he's a clear favorite. I'm talking natural 154 in the crop right now. Tim Tszyu's the only guy that actually raised an eyebrow and be like, you know what, that's an interesting match.
Unless Sebastian
Fundora he's not the clear favorite in that fight.
He's
not the clear favorite against Tim Tszyu.
Of course,
he would be the favorite.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, I'm just listening to Jeff. It sounds like
Tim Tszyu poses has a much better chance of beating Charlo than Garcia does.
Well, I didn't even say it for that reason. I said it because he's just a fresh face and a fresh name.
I mean, I agree with that. No,
everybody else has been kind of just
recycled.
Yeah, rinsed and recycled already. So, that's what I meant by that. But
that's what I mean. Like you putting these fresh faces, Sebastian Fundora to a certain degree, coming off a good win against.
At what point do the Octavius Bowens and the Brandon Adams and those type of dudes get day shot? You know, I mean, I know Brandon had one, but he got it when he was a little younger. He been on a nice little run right now. You got the young boy Octavius Bowens, you know what I mean, off the radar, low tier promotion, so not getting a lot of shine, but doing good work. Like, when do these guys get the Fundora treatment?
Fundora has earned his treatment. I will say that he's earned his treatment because they've given him the opportunities to do so. Now,
that's what I'm asking. Where does the opportunity come? Like, what do these guys have to do to get that opportunity? Now that 154 is not
fight some of these guys with losses. They just need opportunities. They need opportunities. I'm not against anyone at 154 actually getting an opportunity at this point because we need to see these guys fight. There's nobody there. We need somebody to stand out. We need somebody to stand out. So I'm not against any guy.
Your boy made 154.
Who?
Your boy for the family of the channel. The boy from Iowa. He fighting out in Minnesota now.
Cruz. Yeah. Cruz, I don't think he can make 154. I think he's basically 160. Now Chino probably could make 154, probably. But
he's still where is he at record wise? Is he still under 2?
Nah, he a pup. He under 10.
I'm talking about like right now. What guy can we find?
I didn't bring him up. That's why.
That's my point. Yeah, that's my point, bro. Like that's why I like the Fundora Lubin fight. I really do like it. That fight, yeah. I love the fight, but I'm just saying for the longevity of the division, I can't really see how it helps the division. You put in two contenders out there who've earned title shots against each other. So when the unification and undisputed fight happens, and we have a one face, one champion, one name, they ain't got no opponents.
I agree if it's Charlo. If it's Castano, you can put him up against any of them dudes, even if they lost, and it's going to be intriguing because nobody's ever put their name up with Castano.
Yeah, that's true.
So if it's Castano, if Castano wins, he got a whole pot full of guys he can choose from, and it should be an entertaining fight.
But it's still a recycled opponent, though.
It's recycled because it's the PBC side of things. Castano's not known to be on the PBC side of things, so it's not.
No, I agree, but I just prefer, if Lubin, like, let's say, if Lubin comes, Lubin didn't fight Sebastian Fundora, for example, you got a few dudes right there that's all positioning themselves to get world title shots. Like, I just feel like it's a case of...
Who would you put him up against then?
Who?
Lubin. Who?
I personally, from a fan perspective, I would put out the Fundora fight's good. But if we're talking about like the longevity of the division, I would put him up against someone who can maybe build his profile, but not necessarily be a risk to him losing.
Like who?
I wouldn't mind seeing him up against what's it called? A Harrison, J. Rock Williams, someone of that level.
But to be honest with you, they haven't even earned a shot at Lubin.
But Lubin ain't no champion though.
He not no champion, but he on a crazy ass streak right now, and he's not coming off of a loss. He's had a nice, good 2-year run, and he's won 2 other title eliminators. So he shouldn't even be in this fight.
That's what I'm saying. He shouldn't even be having to fight him in a final eliminator if we're keeping it all the way 100.
Yeah, he shouldn't have to. But he's just doing
it. They also have the ability to let the Ramos nephew kind of play in that 154 slot too. So yeah. I mean, I don't know what he's personally choosing, but if they tell him it's a title opportunity, I'm sure he'd want his name in that hat.
He hasn't fought anyone to put his name in the hat.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, just as far as being on that stage, he can kind of because he's in the back room with these guys. You
also got Madrimov as well.
Right. You got Madrimov. It's just a big. I mean, 54 got a good 20 fighters. That's all on the same level.
Yeah,
like nobody. Charlo is an A-level fighter within the division. Castano's an A-level fighter within the division. Everybody else is B and below. Like, that's just what it is, at the end of the day. So
you got a large crop. They just not that you make any mixture right now, you don't know what you're gonna get out of the fight. You make any mixture right now. I can name 15 fights right now off the dome. I don't know what the result will be, bro. It's a straight pick'em fight.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I think
if Tim Tszyu fights Lubin, who wins?
Lubin.
I'm not confident in saying that, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Lubin.
Tim Tszyu's bigger and stronger than Lubin, bro.
Who has he been in the ring with?
What's it called? He's been in the ring with Horn. That's probably his best
name. Shane, you gonna give me Jeff Horn right now, Shane?
No, I'm saying that's his best name though. That's his best name.
But it's just me and you talking, Shane. You really gonna try to slide Jeff Horn by me?
I'm not saying that's on the same level of Lubin, but you asked me who he's been in. That's his best name.
That's an indictment.
But he's young,
that's why I understood, but that's why I'm comfortable saying Lubin. He gonna have to show me. He gonna have to show me.
But Lubin has shown holes that I think Tim Tszyu can exploit.
Yeah, I agree. But Tim Tszyu still got to show me.
Fair?
He still got to show me.
Who wins, Sebastian Fundora or Lubin?
I think Lubin wins that fight. More compact shots. He can get inside of a lot of Fundora's punches. Now he throws tighter than the usual tall guy, but it's not tight enough. Lubin should have a real good night offensively against Fundora because he's gonna be right there for the taking. He's gonna be able to hit everything. He's gonna be able to get his body shots off, all that.
Well, what do you think about the
question is you're not really answering the other side of that. Can his chin stand up under the volume that Fundora brings to the table?
Well, it's volume.
He was in there with a stiff dude just recently, and I actually thought that was a draw fight. but that's neither here nor there.
Oh, you talking about Fundora? You talking about
when he
Fundora's
fought
last
Garcia.
fight?
He fought Garcia.
Fundora's last fight. Yeah. I think I mean that's the question that got to get answered on fight night. You know what I'm saying? But usually Lubin doesn't have a problem with the volume guys. He usually has a problem with somebody landing the money shot. And Fundora is not really known to land a money shot. He's usually known for the volume, like you said. So we're gonna find out though. We're gonna find out. You know what would have been a good fight for Fundora though? That would have been kind of a safe fight for him, but would have built his profile. Rosario. That'd have been a good solid fight for him. Something he could definitely win. He could definitely win that fight. You know what I'm saying? But Rosario has enough of a profile in terms of his name to where that would have put Fundora. Actually, that would have been a safer fight for Fundora. But you're in a title eliminator to get a title shot, man. You got to take whoever they throw at you. You know what I'm saying? So
if you're Charlo when you beat Castano, do you move up to 160?
To fight who though? He in a bad spot. Charlo's in a real bad spot.
The only person he can move up and fight is probably his brother.
There's nobody at 60 that there's nobody at 60.
When you guys think of the Clayton Boots fight, I think that's a wasted fight, to be honest.
Why do you feel like it's a wasted fight?
Bro, as much as I like Castillo Clayton and I like the form that he's been on, especially he had a good win in his last fight. Mm-hmm. But who was his last fight again? What's that dude he fought? Who's the last dude he just fought?
Who?
Clayton. What's that dude he just fought?
I forgot his name. He struggled in that fight too, though.
That was a good fight, though.
Yeah, it was a good fight.
I would love to see this Boots fight a mover, bro. I want to see him fight someone but I want to see Boots fight someone who's actually going to get his name on on everybody's radar. Like, you have to fight Boots next. Is this a final eliminator? Okay, fair enough. Then this is a good fight.
I like Clayton, man. I like Clayton. I think he's gonna come to fight.
And that's what's gonna get him stuck.
Yeah, I don't see it lasting. I don't see it lasting 8.
I can make a very strong argument, bro. Batayev is moving at a better rate than Boots in terms of opponents. I can make a very good argument.
I can say that, but it's easier for him to get fights as well.
I know.
Is it one of the reasons being he probably cheaper?
You can factor that in.
Yeah, yes. You can factor. But I'm just talking about trajectory. The way he's moving. Best Putin. He fought Best Putin. Then he fought Jamal James. He's about to fight Stanionis. I'm telling you, if he beats Stanionis, bro, he has more of a. If I'm Errol Spence, I can be like, well, I can rather fight him than fight Boots because he's got a better resume than Boots, and none of us can argue with that.
He won't be able to get away with it, but
it's the truth. It is the truth.
Hold on, real quick. Yo, we got the legend in the building, man. Legend, what's going on, player?
What's going on, man?
Ain't nothing.
Salute,
man.
Shout out to you, bro. Thanks for coming back on.
Hey, man. Salute to you, good brother.
You got it on your phone, bro.
You got this on your phone?
You have it on your phone.
You hear feedback?
No, I'm just gonna tell him to turn his phone sideways.
You on your laptop?
I'm on my phone.
Whatever you got right there, you good. You got
that's a good way to have it. Yeah.
Full screen. Let me run through these comments real quick. Boxing Learner in the building. Big shout out to you, bro. Said Gutierrez got COVID. Damn. So Colbert is looking for a new opponent. Damn,
that's my point,
know that.
I
didn't know that. Boxing Learner, Jesus Ramos, Lubin, Zoo, and
Michael Conlon
are the future at 154.
And Madrimov, you have to put
Madrimov, yeah, you got to throw him in there as well. Lennar, what's going on, bro? I was getting ready to say, I know you want a link. Am I sending it to your phone or your IG, bro? Legend, we was in here talking. We was talking the Lubin Fundora card, and it looked like it's gonna be Boots and Castillo Clayton. is the co-main.
Yeah, I just saw the news
9th.
about that earlier.
Yeah, what you think about both fights?
But with Lubin and Fedora, I'm not sure about that one right now because Fedora, he didn't look too good in his last fight, and I know Lubin's a little chinny. So yeah, that's one, that fight right there is one I'm not sure about. But of course, I'm gonna go for Boots though.
Yeah.
With the,
Yeah.
I do want to say this on Sebastian Fondora's on his behalf. The dude who Sebastian Fondora just fought, he's a real good fighter. Like a lot of people don't know him. Like this dude has fought a lot. Like Eddie Hearn has used Sergio Garcia a lot to test his 154 stable. Every single person Eddie Hearn has put Sergio Garcia in with, Sergio Garcia's beaten comfortably. Like he put Cheeseman in there, he put other few guys in there, he beat comfortably. Sergio Garcia can fight. So when Sebastian Fondora beat him, I gave Sebastian Fondora all the credit, but that's more because I've seen Garcia more. So I guess like because he's from Europe and he's been in like a lot of he's fought a lot of European dudes, he's beaten everybody he's fought. He's got a resume like 31-0. So when Sebastian Fondora beat him, I have to give Fondora credit for that. I won't even lie to you.
Yeah, I thought it was a good victory. And sometimes you just in a fight. Like, you know what I mean? Like sometimes you just in a good fight. Legend, how many rounds does Castillo Clayton go with Boots?
Man, I'll probably just go. I don't know, man. I mean, I'll say give Boots a few rounds to fill him out. Then I probably say Boots maybe stop him mid rounds.
You thinking like 6, 7?
Yeah, something like that.
What you thinking, Shane?
Because when he stepped up and fought Lipinets, what round was it when he stopped Lipinets?
7 or 6.
It was 6. 6.
Yeah, he's gonna stop Clayton earlier than that. You know who I want to see Boots fight, and this is gonna sound crazy, bro, especially because of their connection. I'd rather see him fight Robinson.
Ray Robinson?
Yeah.
You don't want to see that fight,
bro. I want to see that fight.
I gotta tell you off camera, you don't want to see that fight. You don't want to see that fight. If YSM's watching, he probably know what I'm talking about. I gotta talk to you on camera about that. I gotta talk to you on camera about that.
But I want to see him fight someone who's not gonna come forward. I want to see Boots fight chasing someone. See how he delivers his punches, see how he sets up his attacks. Just in case he fights a Crawford, for example, and I know Crawford ain't gonna fight off the back foot, but let's say he does, how would he fight off the? How would Boots be the bull? How good is he at being the bull against a good matador? No,
that's a good point. I actually think Castillo Clayton gonna last 6. I'm gonna go 6. I'm gonna go 6. I think he gets him up out of there in 6 rounds.
Ashley's in the building. You gotta give her some news, by the way.
Yeah. Ashley's Corner. Big shout out to Ashley's Corner. Said Ray don't have enough power to keep Boots off of him, in my opinion. Clayton's okay with the punch power, but I don't know if it's gonna be enough to get Boots' attention. Ashley, I just want to let you know you are on a 8-fight perfection streak in the league. I just wanted to let you know that, and you got a little something coming your way. But congrats to you. I'm kind of interested to see what she said Ray Robinson. Yeah, but he's not fighting Ray Robinson though. He's fighting Castillo Clayton. But I do agree Ray Robinson don't have the power to keep Boots off of him, and I got some I got a backstory in regards to that situation. So
Robinson's from Philly as well, right?
Say it again.
Robinson's from Philly, right?
Mm-hmm. He been in that camp for a little while though. You know what I'm saying?
I just want to see him fight a mover. I personally want to see him fight someone who's gonna move, and who he has to chase,
I mean, who though? Like outside of Ray
I mean,
Robinson.
personally, Furman would be in a because Furman's gonna go run time. Run time. Furman's gonna be showing up in that fight, bro.
Yeah. Actually, if they really wanted to put Boots on the map, that's the pay-per-view they need to make.
Facts. But they know Furman's gonna lose that fight. That's the problem.
Yeah, well, they know Thurman not gonna take that fight neither. How you said, I'd rather see Blair Cobbs for real. That's a good fight for Boots too.
Like if I was Heyman, I'd say, you know what, you want a title fight Boots and you get a guaranteed title shot. That's what I would say. If I was Heyman.
It's Cobbs in Philly too.
Yeah.
Yes. Now he's not your typical Philly cat, if you know what I mean. Like, you don't look at Blair Cobbs and think he's Philly. You know what I mean? He look like a Florida guy or something like that. Like he don't look like a Philly dude. You know what I'm saying? Like if he was walking down the street, Legend, like we would think he out of towner. Like we think.
Are you from Philly?
Nah, he from Maryland.
Oh yeah.
Ashley, why do I hear an echo, yo? Do you hear that?
Is blunt on mute.
I
hear it as well, by the way.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Ashley's corner said, "Oh, Thurman is the best fight for Boots right now." I think that's a great matchup for Boots because he's gonna have to find Thurman. He's gonna have to find him. But I do think Thurman got enough power to give Boots attention, though, where he's not coming in reckless neither.
That's why I want that fight, bro.
That's a good fight.
I would pay to see that fight right now.
Ashley said he is from Philly, though. That's not right. I'm just saying, if he walking down the street, he looks like an out-of-town dude. He gonna look like a lick, like somebody gonna try him. Somebody definitely gonna try to run up on Blair Cobbs if he walking down the street. If we was around Boozy and them, Jim, he wouldn't make it past 2-3 blocks if he was walking by himself without somebody trying to take him for his boxing trunks and his gloves. You know what I'm saying? Said who's from Maryland. That's our guy Legend on the panel. He from Maryland. You know what I'm saying? Holding it down. Where the hell vlog at?
I have no idea.
I'm about it because if I let Lennar on, ain't nobody gonna get a word in.
Have you sent him the link already?
I ain't said it to him yet. I gotta burn for a couple more minutes.
I'm just thinking to myself, what does I know this dude's gonna be talking about Crawford and stuff, so I ain't even gonna get into that yet. But I think Boots becomes mandatory. Errol Spence still ain't gonna fight him. But you know what? Boots becoming mandatory is probably the best thing for the division, Jeff.
You said him becoming a mandatory?
Is the best thing for the division.
Boots?
Best thing for the division. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's going to get...
Boots becomes mandatory. Either you fight Boots or you fight Crawford.
Yeah.
Literally. Yeah. You have no other option. Either you fight Boots or you fight Crawford.
I bet you at that point they're going to pay Bud 50-50.
They ain't pay. I don't think Boots deserves. I don't think Bud deserves 50-50.
I don't think he deserves 50-50 neither. But if you had an option, you ask Spence, would you rather give Boots 50-50 and you fight Boots, or would you rather fight Bud, or would you fight Boots? I'm giving Bud 50-50 and I'm fighting Bud.
Yeah,
I'm giving Bud 50-50 and I'm fighting Bud.
I'm not gonna lie. If I'm in Errol Spence and Crawford's position, bro, the only way I fight Boots, well, I don't know what scenario there will be for me to fight Boots. I don't know what scenario, because Boots is a problem.
Yeah,
he's a real problem, bro.
Yeah, they both. To be honest with you, Bud and Spence got too many options. The only way they would have to fight Boots is unless he's mandatory. So,
but if I was Crawford, I'll fight Virgil though. On God, I'll fight Virgil.
Yeah, Virgil too green.
He makes too much mistakes.
Yeah, he made too many mistakes defensively. Like, he gonna run into a lot of stuff.
I can see him getting dropped in that fight and maybe even stopped in that fight.
I think Bud will stop Virgil. Me personally, I think he'll stop. I think it'd be an exciting fight, but I think he'll stop him though. He's too green. He's too green. He said, "Oh, I thought you said Boots was from Maryland." Nah. We weren't saying that. Conrad Boxing in the building says, "What's up?" Says salute the legend. Conrad definitely family in the building. Conrad Ashley, Adrian in the building, family in the building. Kapaja announced on Twitter Tony Harrison and Sergio Garcia agree to fight on the undercard of Tony Harrison and he saw Fundora and Lubin. That's a good fight. That's a good fight. Tony Harrison and Sergio Garcia. That's a good fight, Shane.
Yeah, I think Garcia wins that fight as well.
That's a good fight. What you think about that fight, Legend? That's a good fight, man.
Yeah, I know Harrison didn't look too good against his name. Bryant, was that who he fought last, right?
He fought.
Yeah, but I know he just lost his father and everything. So
yeah. So that's a
so
good
his
fight,
his training may be a little different. With him not having his father in his corner.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Robert Costa's in the building as well. Shout out to Robert Costa. That's a legend if there is one.
Yeah. Ashley's corner. Conrad said said EJ gives Bud 50-50 is because it's undisputed, not because of boots, in my opinion. I agree. My guy, Robert Costa in the building, man.
But as much as I love Boots, bro, Bud don't deserve 50-50, bro.
Nah, he don't deserve 50-50. I agree with that.
The reason why I say that is because I'll be a hypocrite if I said that. Because I didn't think Ryder deserved 50-50 against AJ. You see my point?
Yeah,
and it's the same situation.
But the thing about it is, if the shoe was on the other foot and Bud was the one that had the 3 belts and all that, I would say Spence don't deserve 50-50. So it ain't nothing personal. It's just Spence has done more. He's done more. So you got to reward the man that's done more. It is what it is.
I find it funny how we're already giving Spence the win over Ugas. I find that funny.
No, we can actually talk about that in a second. Let me get through these last two. Ashley's corner. I think Virgil Ortiz should get his first L early before they put even more hype behind him.
He ain't gonna get in his next fight. I'll tell you that for free.
Yeah, my man got 2 knockouts in his career, man.
I like McKinson as well because he beat my boy Chris Conway. But he ain't.
If y'all don't know, I was at the Virgil Ortiz versus Hooker fight last year.
You said you was there?
Yeah, I went to see that in Texas. Yeah, I went to see it in Texas.
How was that crowd though?
Yeah, it was decent. But I got there real early, so it wasn't a lot of people there. But after a while, it definitely got crowded.
What I'll say is, bro, put yourself on mute when you're not speaking. Cause I think the echo's coming from your from your speakers.
All right.
But yeah, that was it.
Okay. Robert Costa, Conrad, which fights are on the league this weekend?
Oh, Jacobs versus Ryder. I ain't put it up yet, but Jacobs versus Ryder.
Jacobs.
You ain't gonna put Diggums and Dennis on there?
Nah, I was thinking about putting Cash on the card because Cash got a good fight this week. But I just thought I might just keep it simple with one fight.
Yeah, but remember, we
y'all think
Jacobs up, keeping it hardcore for the folks. You know what I mean?
I know, but to me personally, bro, I know both. That's not a good fight, innit? I can do it if you want me. If you want me to put it, I'll put it on it. It's fine. If you want me to do it, but I don't personally think it's a good fight, but it's cool.
Is it a 50-50 fight?
Nah.
I mean, there's some fight. I can give you an equivalent to what that fight is. It's very similar to what was the fight on the last weekend's card? What card was last weekend? It's very similar to the Ramos and Santa Maria fight.
Oh no, but that's a competitive fight.
No, but when I'm saying it, not beforehand, we don't.
Beforehand, Abel Ramos is a favorite.
Yeah. Before, you got one dude with a good name, one dude who's kind of an unknown, and then you don't know.
Got you. Hey, Legend, what you was getting ready to say, bro?
Do y'all think Jacobs is like the same fighter that I would say maybe fought Quillen or Triple G?
No.
Yeah,
I can tell you why though. It's a phrase that we all like to say on here. It is called silk sheets. The man has been sleeping on silk sheets for a long time. Got a nice young lady in them seats, in them sheets. And he fights like that. You know what I'm saying? He don't
He
fight
fights
hungry.
like he's got a woman to go home to, and he ain't trying to do
Yeah,
nothing, bro.
he ain't trying to get nothing scratched or dented or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like he
As
fight like an old school cutlass. He trying to get it back to the garage safe.
literally, like Eddie Griffin says, "Whip that ass, give me my cash, bro. Just give me my cash when it's done, bro."
Absolutely. Vlog, did you hear Legend's question?
No, I ain't hearing nothing, man. What happened?
Legend, give it to him again. Give him your question again.
Do you think Danny Jacobs is the same fighter that fought Peter Quillen and Triple G?
No, but I think he's a good enough boxer to not get hurt by Ryder. I think it'll
You don't
just
have
be a
to.
grind. This possibly could probably be a retirement fight, bro. I mean, unless something happens where he gets a last shot at a belt with the scenario of Canelo running around, stick 175, 235, whatever he fight at next. I don't know. But you know what I'm saying? He may try to stick around for that because he has a name that keeps him in that mix, so to speak. But just in general, bro, I mean, I don't think it's much left for him, bro. He's done a great job. We know he hasn't put out the best effort, so maybe this will be the one where he go out, you know what I'm saying, with his hand raised, so to speak.
The problem with this fight is John Ryder is so active. You let that dude in the pocket, bro, you're gonna get outworked and lose. Cause you ain't outlanding this dude over 12. There ain't nobody on that division that's outlanded that dude over 12. You can put that dude against anyone. That dude's punch output and punch connection is higher than everyone in the division's clear, easy. So unless you can keep that dude at the end of a jab, you got a long night.
Well, that's the one thing we know Danny got. He got an excellent jab.
Yeah, facts.
I just would like to see, make sure his legs are there to support that jab. Then
He
be
said
able
he's
to,
coming to
turn
fight,
over
bro.
too. You gonna
He said
definitely
he's
have to
coming
turn
to
stuff
fight.
over. What you said?
He said he's coming to fight. I don't know if he's just selling a fight, but that's what he said.
Nah,
Jacobs ain't coming to fight, man.
Nah, he gonna box him, but I think he gonna box him to a victory. Cause look, if you look at it, the numbers say we gonna outbox those guys. The last time any big name went over there, they came back with the dub. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking we on a continued roll on y'all soil. So
that's cool. You guys are picking the right fighters to roll on. That's the problem.
I think that's a good thing. You know what I mean?
You guys ain't picking none of our top soldiers to fight. That's the problem, bro.
I'm just saying, styles make fights. So I think this was a good one. But this also could be
in fact, bro, last time I remembered a dude who came over here, and I love Regis Probate, but he lost to my boy Just Taylor. So, and I love Regis. So.
He was still rough around the edges back there. So
I thought Regis won that fight as well. That's the funniest thing.
Yeah, I thought Regis won that fight too. But you know, I actually want to get to this next comment because this is funny. Robert Costa said Porter a nut.
Bro, I just feel like Porter was talking. I don't know what Porter was saying, but I don't know I can't even speak for his defense, bro. If you have an opinion, let us know what your opinion is on that topic.
Legend, what did you when Porter said Boots is overrated and then he kind of gave his explanation for it. What was your thoughts on that? Like what you think about that, bro?
I mean, if Porter, like, if he was still really fighting, I mean, I could see him saying that. But you know, since he's retired now, I mean, I don't really see much of a point in him saying that unless he's trying to come out of retirement and, you know, get something going. But I wouldn't, if I was Porter, I wouldn't take no fight with Boots, man. So, you know, his chin, you already know his chin is not so great now.
The only person on the planet that I would say should be looking for a fight with Boots right now is Butayev. That's the only person. The only person that I would say you should try and get a Boots fight is Butayev.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Butayev probably get knocked out.
But the reason why I'm saying that is because if Butayev gives Boots credit, I think if Butayev gives Boots a good fight, he will get credit from it. I think no matter who he beats, he's not gonna get credit for it. But I think if he gives Boots a good fight, and I don't think Boots knocks Butayev out. I'm keeping it 100. I don't think it's gonna happen. I think
he was getting touched by Rasputin, and you
but
he won that
walked
fight
through it though. And Rasputin was on the juices, and he walked through it. He didn't get knocked down. He didn't get stopped.
No, but he was getting touched. That's what I mean. So
he was getting touched. But if there's anything you saw in that fight, you saw that Butayev has a chin. He's physically strong against a dude who was on all forms of juice in that fight. Not
the highest level, because that's Russia. So you know what I'm saying. I doubt if they had the highest level of the juice. They probably had a black.
No, bro. They are the epitome of the juices. Yeah, they are the epitome of the juices.
I don't know. If he got caught, so obviously they ain't that good.
Shane, Ashley's Corner said, "I know Shane. EJ versus Ugas isn't easy." You think that's an easy fight?
Easy fight.
Extra easy.
That's probably the easiest fight.
Let me say this: if you let old off the sauce Manny bruise you up like that, and you got a dude really coming back off injury, something to prove, he might put the foot on the gas and get a KO in this one.
Legend, what you think about that?
Well, Spence and Ugas.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll give it to Spence.
You think?
I know, man. Fight, I know Ugas. Ugas is no, definitely not.
I think.
What do they?
Hey,
hold on. Hey, Legend, hold on a second. This is for Vlog and Shane because I'm kind of curious. What do y'all consider easy? Like, what would be an easy? What's so
10
easy
rounds
about
to
it?
2. 10 rounds to 2. 11 rounds to 1.
I got a stoppage in the 10th, and I got it. Whereas though we all know Spence don't have the greatest footwork, but this is not a fight that's going to be tested. We got a dude that moves well, but he's not a boxer with that motion. You understand what I'm saying? Ugas is a good fighter with his movement, but he doesn't set anybody up.
How did you win the fight?
Take a step back, let somebody run into something. He doesn't do those type of things.
Jeff, what's his method to win the fight? That's what I want to know. Why people think it's going to be? What is going to be his method? He can't.
He has a 3-punch selection, bro.
That's my point. Now, what is his method to win this fight? I can't see. He ain't gonna stop him. So how
he don't have a jab like that?
He ain't gonna beat him when he beat him at long range. He was getting beat by Porter at long range, and Porter can't even box on the back foot. So what's he gonna do, bro? You have to let me know.
I mean, I'm just asking.
That's I think that's Legend with the feedback. Y'all want Legend to answer that first, or you want me to?
No, you to answer that.
You want me to answer that?
Yeah,
I don't. First of all, Spence coming off the eye injury. Anybody coming off of that eye, anybody that in the history of boxing that has come back off of an eye injury like that has not been the same fighter. I got plenty of fighters I can reference with that. So I'm not sure what Spence I'm going to see. I got to wait till fight night. Because of that, I'm not going to say Spence is going to win 11-1.
It's the same thing people were saying about the car crash, though, and he proved that he can come from that.
Yeah, car crash, correct. But you need your eyes, though.
It's not a detached retina, bro. So that's not.
It was a detached retina, and he had surgery on it. It was a detached retina. He had the same thing that my man had. Iran Barkley had. Same injury. So that's not easy to come back from. So for that reason alone, I don't believe it's going to be 11-1, 10-2.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't what's his name have that as well? Daniel Dubois against Joe Joyce.
Yeah, he had a detached retina. Mm-hmm.
Well, that shit is easier than back in the day when Reed was fighting and them type of guys. You know, the medical scenario is,
bro. We just seen this. We just seen this with Brook. We just seen this with Brook. He's not the same fighter. He hasn't been the same fighter since that injury. So I have a recent case study. Recent.
But if Brooks' injury happened later in his career, whereas though your healing process ain't at the same.
He was the same age as Spence when the injury happened.
With more wear and tear, being hit in that eye way more often. Spence is not the type of fighter that gets damaged a lot of fights. Why? Because he got a good high guard.
A detached retina is a detached retina, bro. He still has to recover from it. He has to fight through it. This would be his first fight coming off of that detached retina.
And that's my point. You're going up against a guy that doesn't have the arsenal to even set you up to hurt that eye. To me, this is a Gary Russell fight. He can win this shit with one hand because he has better.
He can win this fight with one eye. He can win this fight with one eye, bro. Ugas is not a good fighter, bro. He's not a good fighter.
Ugas is not a good fighter.
He's B minus at best. B minus at best.
Where you got him ranked?
If he doesn't have a title, I don't have him in my top 5. I only
is he in the top 10?
At the bottom of it.
I ain't asked that. Is he in? Of course he's in the bottom. If he ain't in your top 5, of course he's in the bottom half of your top 10, Shane. I
can legitimately name 7 fighters that I would make. I think can beat 8 fighters who I think can beat.
Run them down for me, please.
Errol Spence, Terence Crawford,
2,
Boots,
3,
Virgil Ortiz, Gutayev,
5,
Dane Jonas,
6.
In my opinion, and you guys are gonna say I'm tripping for even thinking this, bro. Avanesian and
7.
I think him and Conor Benn's a competitive fight.
Okay, let me correct.
And I think Josh Taylor beats him as well. For Josh Taylor moved up to 147.
First of all, if I'm gonna say, yeah, Ugas beats Conor Benn. He beats Conor Benn.
I'm not comfortable saying that.
Can I tell you why though? Can I tell you why? Neither one of you guys have Conor Benn anywhere near y'all top 10. Y'all have told me.
I have him inside my top 10. What are you talking about?
Bro, you told me a week ago you didn't have him in your top 10, and I got that on camera. I got that on camera. I will send you the clip. I will send you the clip. Now you was smoking when you did say that.
No, but I will say this though. In Blunt's defense, I've always rated Conor Benn higher than me and you though. I don't know where,
but he's never. This was his specific. This was Vlog's specific quote. He said Eddie Hearn is gonna promote Conor Benn for the bag. Not because he's ready for any type of top competition at 147. Vlog, did you not say that on camera?
Yes, but that's not to say. No, hold on. That's not to say he can't beat at least one of the guys that we have in the mid level of top 10.
I would confidently put bread up on Ugas against Conor Benn. Confidently do that. I will take any and all bets.
I ain't gonna say Conor Benn will win. But of all the dudes I just named, bro, I will confidently take bets on Ugas will beat.
I'm gonna put it to you like this: Conor Benn has everything in his advantage for that win, because obviously he's gonna be the A side, so we already know which way judges lean. That's in your favor from the gate.
But he got a decision against Manny though.
But he did, bro. That wasn't even a close fight,
bro. Yeah. Some people had, bro. How many times we seen people not in competitive fights, but because they the A side to get the decision anyway, Shane?
No, that's a fact.
That's the second time you done tried me today on this live.
No, you think I know what
it was? The second time you done tried me.
They wasn't going to give Manny that decision because they knew he wasn't going to continue fighting. So that could have already been in the clouds too.
Yeah, but Ugas though, they gonna give it to Ugas though.
Even if you say he beats Conor Benn, the fact that the only person you think he can beat out of
You didn't let me finish.
Go on.
You didn't let me finish. I was going to run through your list.
Go ahead.
Obviously the top 3 guys he doesn't beat. He doesn't beat Spence. He doesn't beat Bud. He doesn't beat Boots. Virgil Ortiz competitive fight, but I think Virgil Ortiz has enough offense to actually pull that off. So I'm gonna give you that. Outside of them, 4 very questionable.
So you think Butayev will lose to Ugas?
Butayev is a small 147. Let's get that out the way.
Oh,
He's a
Butayev
small
ain't
one.
losing.
Hold on, bro. I will confidently. There's a couple guys on that list. I will confidently bet both of y'all.
I'll put 100.
Butayev 1, Stanionis 2, Conor Ben 3. He beats all 3 of them.
I'll put 100 on it right now.
Bro, listen, bro,
right now.
Bro, listen. I will bet you if he was to fight all 3 of them, I would give you $1,000 if he lose to either one of the 3.
If he loses to one,
$1,000. I would give you $1,000.
I need to take that bet. I need to take that bet.
I'm taking that.
I would give you $1,000.
I'm
this
taking
one.
that.
I would give you $1,000. Because you know the thing.
Hold on. I'm gonna be honest.
This is the thing that's funny. Hold on. Legend. Check this out.
1 second. You must be addicted to paying bets, bro.
Hold on,
you are tripping right now.
Hold on, Legend. Hold on. I'm gonna get an impartial person in on this. Legend, answer these questions for me, bro. Who is Butayev beat that's on the level of Ugas?
You said who's what?
Who has Butayev beat that's on the level of Ugas?
No one.
No one, right?
I'm not sure about it.
Who Stanionis beat?
Who has Boots beat? Who has Boots beat that's on the level of Ugas?
You're cutting in, bro. You're cutting in, bro. Bro,
on the level of Ugas?
Bro, let me cook. Because Boots ain't in this conversation because I said Boots gonna beat him.
But
you're deflecting, bro.
You can't use one rule for one and not the other rule for another.
You're deflecting.
Go ahead. What? There's a question.
Has Stanionis beat anyone on the level of Ugas?
Yeah. No, we hasn't.
No man, so Legend. He got it. He got it.
Yeah, I'm not sure, man.
He not sure. All right.
No.
Listen. Okay. Conor Ben. Same question.
Same answer.
So what has them 3 done? And Ugas is he not coming off of a Pacquiao win?
Yeah.
Is he not a champion? Is he not a champion? Let me cook. Let me cook. Let y'all cook. Let me cook.
Go on.
Did he not come off a Pacquiao win?
Yep.
Off of 18 off of an 18-day notice.
Yeah.
Is he not a champion? Hold on, let me cook. Is he not a champion?
I'm saying yeah.
Did not all 3 of us get on camera and say he beat Sean Porter?
I personally believe
yes, you did, Shane.
Was a controversial
don't
fight.
Lie, Shane. Don't lie to me, Shane, because I got you on camera. Shane.
Jeff, if you're gonna quote me factually. Did I not say that's because Sean Porter fought the wrong style? I said that.
I know you said that. I know you said that. That wasn't my question. My question was, did we not get on camera and say Ugas won that fight?
Yeah, I said that.
Who hasn't Ugas been competitive with?
I'm not talking about competitive. I'm talking about him going. He's losing, bro.
So my question is, who has Butayev beat? Who has Stanionis beat?
Nobody.
Who has Conor Ben beat to make y'all think that he's going to beat Ugas?
Nobody. But it's the same thing.
Ask Ashley. Ask Ashley that.
But my point is this.
Hold up, Jeff. That's where you getting it wrong. See, you measuring about who you can beat, and you're not looking at style, bro.
That's what I was about to say, bro. Because he's being a hypocrite right now.
Who should come? Hold on, Shane. Style tells you more about who should have the edge and who should, who's coming in with less artillery. Styles make fights, bro. So in particular styles, we talking about a dude that has a 4-punch selection and probably only uses 3 of those punches throughout the fight.
But Spence got a 3-punch selection. Spence has a 3-punch selection. Spence has a 3-punch collection. Spence, what does he throw outside of a jab and a hook?
But I'll say this though, bro. I'll say this. This is the difference, though.
Wait a minute. Hold on. I want Vlog to answer that question because I be letting y'all cook and I don't be getting a chance to
but you ain't even answered my original question.
What was your question?
Who has Boots fought? You said he'll beat Boots. But if you're saying Butayev ain't fought no one, neither has Boots. But guess what? Because of Boots' style, Boots will beat Ugas.
Because I'm gonna tell you. Hold on, I'm gonna answer your question. I'm gonna answer your question. I'm gonna answer your question. Is Boots not a guy that we take off of that radar because he's special? So why are you adding? Why are you adding Boots in a regular conversation? Well, hold on. Why are you adding Boots in a regular conversation where we all agree that he's special?
He's special. But
yeah, so why are you adding him? So why are you adding him in this conversation? Stanionis ain't special. Batayev ain't special. Conor Ben ain't special. Ugas ain't special. Boots is. So why are you adding Boots into this conversation? That's
because one rule applies for Spencer.
And there's some people that's an exception to the rule, and Boots is one of them guys, and you know that. You know that, Shane.
Bro. I gotta disagree. Let me get in here. I gotta disagree with you a little bit when you say Butayev is not special. Hey, that actually is, bro. That style is very special when it comes to.
You are full of shit. You are full of shit, vlog. That Butayev ain't special, bro.
But Jeff,
bro, you telling me that's not sellable? You telling me that style is not marketable against anybody in the top of the welterweight division? You said big fight with that style, bro.
Nigga, you said he's special. That nigga ain't special. You
come on, bro.
You on some
pressure fighter can't be special. You on pressure fighter can't be special.
Butayev ain't special. The only person, his family members wouldn't say he's special, my nigga.
But real rap. That's cat. That's cat.
Ain't no fucking cat.
Jeff, you said what does Errol Spence only has a 3-punch selection? But guess what? He has.
He's great at it. He's great at it.
What does
Ugas? Before you finish, let me ask some niggas before you finish. Is Better Be Less special?
Who, Beterbiev? Yeah, he's special. He's special.
Of course he's special.
Same style.
But he's proven, bro.
He's proven. Get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here, bro. Batayev is not special. He's not special.
Okay.
Do you know the definition of special? He's not special.
No,
special to me is your style fits against anybody and has the possibility to beat anybody. That alone can make you special.
Has he done it?
He's doing it.
Hold on.
You just said, hold up. You just said he had a better resume than Boots.
No, I asked you a question. You're telling me right now on camera, in front of everybody, that Batayev is special.
I've been telling people that.
I'm gonna tell you this. You are the only person on planet Earth that thinks Batayev is special. You're the only person on Earth.
But
wow.
Shane, is he special? I'm gonna let you get yours off. Is he special? Is Batayev special?
To me, he ain't special. If you're special, you have to be out of the ordinary. You have to be extraordinary in terms of your
extraordinary.
And he's got a standout.
Is out of the ordinary.
Nah, bro.
Hell no.
But the truth is, bro, we're gonna keep it real. When I look at Ugas' style, he doesn't do nothing. He doesn't have one thing that I would say is even good. He does everything average.
No, I don't agree with that because you get to that. He does everything good. Everything he does is B. Everything he does is B.
He throws a good jab. He
don't throw enough jabs. He has
a good jab. He don't throw enough jabs.
He don't throw enough jabs.
He don't throw a good jab.
What does he do?
Bro,
listen.
My shit still stands. My shit still stands, bro. If Ugas fought any of them 3 guys, he's beating them. He's beating them. And I got a G. Hold on. Listen. This is a difference between me and Vlog. When I say something gonna happen, I put my money behind it. You ask him if he gonna put his money behind Tegu. Ask him if he gonna put his money behind Tegu.
I didn't say that.
You ain't gonna no. When I asked you about him and Ryan Garcia, you said, the politics. You said, the politics, the judges.
And I said the way you bet it. Hold up, bro. You not letting me talk now. You gonna talk over me. I said the way you bet that is to make it say it's going the distance. To me, that's the OD.
I ain't trying to hear that shit, vlog.
Okay, so
you said he a top 3. You said he a top 3. You said he a top 3 dude.
No, but
if you believe that, put your money behind it.
No, but I'll bet this. I'll bet
this. Put your money behind it.
No, but I'll bet this blunt. When it comes to Targu, just to wrap this up, the Targu stuff. If he wins, but the judges rob him, and we consensusly believe he won, I'll still give you the money.
I'll still give it to you. I'll still give it to you.
But I'll still give it to you. But this is what I'll say with you, Jeff. Bro, you say he does things good. Let's look at this dude's style, bro. There's nothing he does that is, at least I can say, bro, Batayev he has good pressure and he has good punch power. And if he's in a pocket, bro, he's gonna manhandle.
Who is he for?
He's fought.
Here we go with this. Who is he for?
Bro,
you can't judge no fighter until the end of their career.
Wait.
But seriously, bro, you keep saying that. Who is he for? You can't judge a fighter until the fucking career's over.
Blunt.
I'm not trying to hear that shit, bro. I'm not trying. Hold on. This is the same dude that said somebody went on a 10-year run and can't name one opponent.
Blunt. Do they not have a common opponent?
Your achievements, my dude. If I did name them, you wouldn't know who they is. So we don't go right back down that road.
You don't neither.
Jeff,
that has nothing to do with the accomplishment. So you said you overrate your accomplishment.
What belt says he won?
What
belt says he won?
I just told you he was an IBO champion.
IBO.
I just told you he was an IBO champion.
Bro, you just told me in the last show the WBO don't count. So how the WBO don't count?
I didn't say the WBO don't count. When did I say that, bro? Stop putting words in my mouth.
Show, bro.
Jeff.
When did I say that? What was the topic that I said that under?
What was the for? Bro, we talk about Takeover every show because of you.
I said the WBO was the lowest of the four. That's what I said. I never said that they weren't relevant.
Blunt. I got Jeff in checkmate right now. Jeff.
Yeah, he's all checkmate in this one.
Do they not have a common opponent, Jeff? Do Batayev and Ugas not have a common opponent?
Mm-hmm.
And what did Batayev do to that opponent, and what did Ugas do to that opponent, bro?
Batayev had a better performance.
Batayev stopped the dude, knocked the dude out, bro. Ugas didn't even look close to knocking the dude out. So when
I got a G. My shit stands.
Bro,
I got a G.
Bro. I got a
G.
Bro, there's no way.
I got a G.
I gotta get out of here, fam. I'm on my way out.
Listen, vlog, get the work safe, bro. Hit my line, bro.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Bro, there's no way on earth Ugas is beating Batayev. No way. And I'll put money on that, bro. There's no way Ugas is beating Batayev. No way, bro. No way.
Fine. That's matter of fact. We can get Lenara up in here. Hold on.
I'll put money on that, bro.
I would bet you on that. Hold on, and I gotta run through these comments real quick. Ashley said, "Is Jacob still at 168?"
Yeah,
they gave him someone easier after Gabe Rosado.
Yeah, he's at 168. I wouldn't say Ryder.
I wouldn't say he's easier neither. Ashley's laughing. Kiki, what's going on, baby? Hold on. Damn, these comments came. Oh, there's a bunch of shout outs. See, Kiki said that's not an easy fight. It's not an easy fight.
Bro, I don't know.
I'll be there to see
what they're talking about.
He said, "I'll be there to see it in action either way." Don't forget, Kiki's a Spence fan too.
Bro, Ugas is a B- fighter, bro.
EJ gonna beat Ugas, but easy to me means Ugas can't give Spence any type of problems in the ring whatsoever.
What problems is he gonna give him?
I'm mad both of them at work because I would love to get them on camera with that.
It doesn't do anything good.
I'm biased, so yeah, Kiki is biased. She is biased. I'm coming down to Spence, but yeah, Ugas ain't easy work for nobody.
We have a guest.
I feel the same way, huh?
Ashley said we have a guest.
No, Brooke shit is more serious. Broken orbital bone is different. No, that is different. That is different. Ugas has Lubin shots. If EJI isn't 100 at the show, LOL. Kiki said he said receipts. Who said receipts? You said that, Shane?
I don't know what that was about.
Kill Cam, no commentary, laughing. Ashley laughing. Yo, it's you know the thing. Before I get into these comments, bro. And Legend, I'm gonna get to you in a second, bro. You've been like hella patient, bro. But it go down like that sometimes. You know the thing that's funny about vlog, yo. He will lobby for a dude he's never seen a full fight for in his life, but then he'll sit up here and tell me that Ugas is super easy work. But then he'll actually double back behind and be like, "Yo, Abel Ramos, that dude."
To me, bro, I'll keep it real. I don't rate Ugas. I don't rate Ugas.
But listen, I can argue with you, Shane, about that. I don't have a problem with that. But I know you're not gonna pick some dude from out of some unknown country and you don't know the resume and you're gonna tell him he top 3.
Nah, of course not.
Vlog find the most obscure person and hypes him up.
Ashley says Ugas, Spence stops Ugas, and if that's even worse, if Spence stops Ugas, that will prove it even more because Spence couldn't even stop Mikey. So if Spence stops Ugas, bro, Spence is trash. I mean, Ugas is trash.
Will Stokes said, "I just joined and Jeff is on some different smoke today." Yeah, I got some sleep. That's what
bro,
that is.
He's been smoking before he came on this live, bro. I swear to God.
He's arguing with me about Batayev and Stan Jonas and Connor Ben. I mean, like I said, I got a G for the occasion.
Connor Ben is debatable. Connor Ben is debatable. I'll put my hands up with that and I'll say Connor Ben potentially.
Okay, we can lose that fight, right? And I'm not saying
I'm confident.
I'm not saying that Batayev can't win that fight. What I'm saying is I'm very confident that Ugas is going to win that fight.
You have to tell me how, because he ain't stopping Ugas. So how is he going to beat him? You're going to outpoint Ugas. You're going to outpoint.
Who you talking about?
Batayev.
First of all, Ugas has enough movement to where Batayev's not just going to be walking in the front door like he's fucking crazy.
So when's the last time you saw Ugas fight off the back?
Hold on, huh?
When's the last time you saw Ugas fight off the back? I ain't seen that.
Well, the thing is Batayev stronger than Sean?
Sean decided to fight off the back. I don't know.
No, I didn't ask that. I didn't ask that. I said, is he stronger than Sean? No, he's not. He's not stronger than Sean.
He's got more punch power, so his punches will get the respect.
But he's not strong. He's not stronger. He's not physically stronger than Sean.
No.
He's not physically stronger than Sean.
He's strong, though.
Is that a 50-50 fight? Is that a 50-50 fight for you? Batayev and Ugas?
No.
So
65-35.
Wow.
Because Batayev can win both ways. Batayev can stop him and he can go the distance. You guys can't stop Batayev, bro. You guys can't.
When is we can argue about that off camera. We gonna
Batayev is the hardest hitter that you guys would have ever fought, including Spence, bro.
Batayev ain't hitting harder than Spence, bro.
Bro,
you on crack rock.
Yes, he is, bro.
Whatever I'm smoking,
Who's the last person Spence has stopped?
Batayev is not cracking harder than Spence.
Yes,
bro.
He is, bro.
He's
not.
He is not.
I think Spence is an elite pound-for-pound fighter. But Shane
has been in Maryland with the legend, picking the finest weeds out the dispensaries.
Let me ask you a question, bro. Let me ask you a question. You put Mikey Garcia in with Butayev. Who you think Mikey's going the distance with Butayev?
Yep.
Bro, you're on crack. You're on crack, bro. Mikey's getting
Butayev ain't cracking, bro. Yo,
bro, Spence don't even have that much power. This dude don't even have that much power, bro.
You are bugging.
Bro. Who's the last person Spence stopped?
Bro, because he's fighting high level. Because he's fighting high level, bro. He's been fighting top 5 level competition for years.
So was Beterbiev, bro. And
but Beterbiev ain't the topic. Batayev the topic, bro.
But
stop switching the topic up, bro.
Let's talk about Batayev. Let's talk about Batayev. This dude's got power. The Spence don't stop fighting. Okay, you're telling me Mikey's a top fighter at 147. Mikey's a top fighter at 147.
But he's a quality fighter though. You know that, Shane.
Mikey ain't no quality fighter, bro. He just lost to an unknown quantity, bro.
He's a bum. Is that what we telling? That's what we telling the people.
He's not top level. He's not a bum. I
said he's a good fighter. I said he's a good fighter. That's what I said.
He's good.
Yeah, he's a good fighter.
But good fighters get stopped as well, bro.
Batayev's not stopping Mikey. It's not
stopping Mikey.
Nobody has stopped Mikey.
Because he ain't fought a banger. He ain't fought no one with power.
Batayev, bro, you ask anybody that's in boxing, Batayev ain't cracking harder than Spence.
That's because everybody likes Spence. So they're gonna
It ain't about that, Shane. It ain't about that. He's not cracking harder than Spence, bro.
On what grounds, bro?
He's not. On what grounds? Spence done hurt damn near everybody he's been in the ring with.
That's questionable. That is real questionable.
Who
Questionable.
has he been in the ring with and he hasn't hurt?
So, in my opinion, majority of the power that the times he's hurt dudes is down to accumulation. It's not down to single shot, bro.
Power is power, bro.
No, it's bro. You can't say that, bro. You can't say that.
Batayev
So, are you telling me Tyson Fury's got power? Are you telling me Tyson Fury's got power?
Bro, you're adding another person to the argument.
No,
we
but
weren't talking about.
You said he's hurt everybody he's been in the ring with. And I'm telling you, you can hurt people without having power, bro. That's a fact. That is a fact, bro.
But you just told me Ugas ain't got no power.
And that's because he ain't hurting nobody and he ain't cracking. He's not a good fighter, bro. He's an ordinary fighter.
Shane,
he's an ordinary fighter, bro.
Shane, I'm going to break some news to you today.
What's that?
Ask anybody that know anything about boxing and you ask them who cracking harder, Batayev,
they're going to have a
biased perspective, bro. They're going to tell you Spence.
They're going to have a biased perspective.
Everybody that's listening, there's 8 people in the comments. There's 8 people watching right now. Who is cracking harder, Spence or Batayev?
Everybody in the comments hasn't watched Batayev enough to make an assessment. So how could they make that judgment? If you've only seen Batayev fight once, then that's not enough, bro. If you've only seen bro, when Batayev fights Stanionis, I guarantee everybody's going to change their perspective. I guarantee.
Shane, I'm going to say this, bro. I'm going to even come off of the Batayev and Ugas debate. I would lean more towards you saying Batayev would beat Ugas versus Batayev cracking more than Spence. I think that's I'm even, you know what? I'm gonna say Batayev, from what I've seen, he has the style to beat a Ugas. I'm gonna even give you that. But to say Batayev is cracking more than Spence, come on, Shane.
On a single punch, are you telling me?
That's not what you said. That's not what you said.
Oh, but I'm asking. I'm going to break it down. On a single punch, who hits harder?
Spence. If Spence land clean,
Run through the comments.
Yo, hey, legend. When he getting stomped in an argument, he tell people to go in the comments. That's how you know I won the argument.
You're using your boxing eyes, bro. You're using your emotions to judge.
I'm not, bro. This is my boxing. This is my boxing eye at the end of the day. But Batayev haven't put nobody down at a high enough level for you to even say that.
Neither had Wilder, but I knew he had elite power. Neither had Wilder, bro. I was saying that before Wilder even fought Ortiz, bro.
Bro, Batayev's not cracking more than Spence, bro. I understand you're using foresight and you like to use foresight. I'm gonna give you that. But that's heavyweight though. That's a whole different monster, bro. That's a whole different monster.
Bro,
compare. You see what I'm saying?
If you give me
somebody in a lower weight class,
I get what you're saying. But you know, when I see Batayev, bro, sometimes you can tell when a dude gets hit with a punch. They're like, what Spence is doing to dudes bro. Spence is he's leagues above Batayev as a fighter. He's a different league to Batayev. He's an elite fighter, no matter what weight class he's in. But if we're just talking about the element of power, if you make Batayev stand there and land one shot on a dude and make Spence land one shot on a dude, I guarantee you, Batayev's going to generate more power. That's what I believe.
I don't agree with that.
That's cool. This is when the dude fought Best Putin, and this was Best Putin on the juice, bro. Best Putin, when he hit Best Putin with that single, bro, it was a different type of response, bro. I'm telling you, if you've only seen Batayev fight once, your opinion ain't good enough. Your opinion ain't good enough. And I was saying this. I remember being in the comment section, and I said Beterbiev hits harder than Andre Ward and Kovalev, and everybody said I was wrong. I remember everybody was saying I was wrong. This was before Beterbiev was champion. When Kovalev and Ward was fighting the second fight, I said Beterbiev hits harder than both of them, and everybody said I was wrong.
I knew about Beterbiev's power when he fought Tavoris Cloud in his
you did. But no, I'm talking about general people. These times like we didn't have the podcast. I'm just saying.
I got you. No, I got you. Let me run through these comments real quick though. I read that one. Hold on, let me get down here.
I apologize to everyone in the comments and gamers and the legend as well. Sorry.
Kill Ken said they got on live today with violence. Yeah, we cooking today, man. Y'all are blunt today. Yeah.
I don't rate you guys saying.
Kill Ken talk is cheap. Will Stokes said the boys choosing violence. Kiki, y'all cutting up. Hey, yo, it get like that sometimes. Like, you know, it is what it is. Said you guys have a guest. I know we got a guest. Listen, the legend got feedback. He got feedback. Hold on. Toshi in the building. He said, y'all taking
I'm enjoying it.
Outlandish claim. Hey, man, we appreciate you being on here, bro.
Don't worry, we're gonna get to you in a second.
Nah, bro. For sure. Yeah, see, you hear that? His joint is behind. It's behind.
Yeah.
It's behind that, which is causing the feedback.
Yeah.
Toshi said y'all taking vlogs, outlandish claims a little too seriously. He be dead serious.
It was me and him today, though. I'm not gonna lie, it was me and him.
Yeah, yeah.
All I'm gonna say is when if Matthias proves his power, I want everyone to give me my flowers. I want everyone to give me my flowers. If Matthias proves that his power is elite and is more than Spence, or is that I want everybody
if I see that in the future, I would definitely give you your
flowers. If he knocks out Stanionis clean, I'm talking about knocks him out. You have to start turning. You don't have to all the way turn, but you have to turn in my direction.
I'm not saying Batayev can't crack. I want to make that clear. He can crack. He definitely got cracks. I mean, everybody's been in the ring with, like, you can tell, like, they not trying to get hit by that smoke. I'm not saying Batayev can't crack. I'm not saying that at all. Ashley says stop. Hold on. Toshi. Kiki said, what in the hell? EJ was on a KO streak before he fought Mikey. Said Shane stop tripping. She said it twice. Ashley said Shane, any fighter will tell you it's harder to stop a fighter that's not fighting back and just in defense mode. Mikey isn't a green fighter. He is a four different weight.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact. And I agree with that point that Mikey was in straight defense. I guess when you isolate Errol Spence, he's a dude who wears dudes down, like he done with Kilbrook, like he done with Lamont. He wears dudes down. But like, there's certain dudes that go into, and again, I look at Butayev and I just feel like he's got so much limitations. He's got so many limitations, but he gets away with it because of his power. He can't box that great as
Butayev. Butayev?
He has
I like Butayev, man. I like Batayev's game.
Like as you've said, he's not a big 147. He doesn't box that great. He's got relatively short arms. He's slow. So he gets away with most of them limitations because of his power. That's what people don't understand.
Imagine Batayev at 140. Oh,
that's
bro. That'd be illegal. That would be illegal,
that's Victor Postal on steroids, bro.
Yeah, that is
I remember illegal. Victor Postal first came out. He was ironing these, bro.
Right. Ashley said, "Ooh, guys, shut both of Manny's eyes." Yeah, he did have Manny eating soup like a man the next day.
Man got dealt with in that fight. I won't lie.
Who has Batayev stopped? That's what I'm saying. And actually, I'm not saying when I'm going back and forth with Shane, he's using foresight. I'm using right now. So I'm not saying that I would never lean Shane way. What I'm saying is I'm the guy. Usually Shane and I are the ones that's like, yo, I need to.
You gotta show me.
You gotta show me. That's our favorite quote. But there's other times where either I jump off that bandwagon or sometimes.
Who's more reliant on power, Butayev or Spence?
Butayev, because he's not as skilled. I'll give you that. Kiki, Spence, if they haven't fought the same fighter, I can't see the argument.
Batayev and Ugas has fought the same fighter.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I think he can definitely crack. Next level power though, I gotta see him fight certain guys for me to kind of jump on board with that. I would, but the thing for the people that's listening, if y'all think me and Shane just be on here just arguing like we like on some other shit, like this is something that just y'all don't get this often.
Oh, you actually really asking who Butayev is for. I mean, his most recent win is probably the best win of his career, and that was against Jamal James. He knocked him out in 5 rounds. So his knockout win over Jamal James was it. And both Jeff and Blunt predicted that fight as well. Jeff said Butayev was going to knock out Jamal James.
And to give you some of your flowers, Shane, I said that because of Batayev's power, because he can crack. And once you get Jamal James' attention, he moves cautious. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Ashley said I would have agreed that the Beterbiev power is crazy.
Jeff will tell you heard that power first, bro.
Bro, listen, Ashley, let me tell you something. I was at the Beterbiev, and matter of fact, let me take Legend off mute because I want him to hear this. Can you hear me, bro?
Yeah.
So, Ashley, I was at the Beterbiev and Vosdick fight, right? So, my first big interview that I got as a channel was with Jesse Hart at the weigh-in. So, I got into a back and forth with Jesse. Jesse thought Vosdick was going to win. He could box, he could move, he could do this, and he could do that. And I said, Jesse, I said, eventually he's going to get hit with the money shot. And once he gets hit with the money shot, I said, it's going to be a wrap. I said, it may be round 5, it may be round 10. But once he feels them shots, it's going to be a wrap. Ashley, I lied to you not. The Legend, I lied to you not. Shane, you already know I'm not lying. Bro, when I say you could literally hear the shots, like you can hear the shots. I mean, I ain't talking about they had soft gloves and you can kind of hear the no, like you can literally hear the shots landing. Even when he was landing on the shoulders, I'm like, oh my God damn. I've never heard somebody punching like that hard to where you can literally hear the shots. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so his power is
power, bro. That's power.
That power is
there's not much fighters in the sport that hit like that. Yeah. For their weight. For 174, their weight, bro, is a different. He's 175 hitting like a heavyweight, bro.
Listen, I ain't gonna lie. If he was to hit AJ clean, I think AJ going night.
Go easy.
Night.
He's harder than Usyk, and they've been in the ring together, and you could tell he hits harder than Usyk.
Yeah. Kill Cam, no commentary. Said, let's keep it real. You know what? Damn, I never sent my man the link. Yeah. I went as soon as I had
as you get through the comments game, I want you to I got a question for you as soon as you get through the comments.
Okay. I got you, bro. I got you.
I mean, not Gamer Legend. Why do I keep saying Gamer? There's someone in the comments called D Gamer. That's why I keep saying that. Legend. I got a question for you. Let me quickly run through these comments while
I'm gonna run through them.
He Killcam says he likes to punish his he said, let's keep it real, even though I'm a Spence fan, Spence has power. Spence just likes to box and show his skills. Fair enough. He likes to punish his opponents. That's a fact. Spence is way too it's way too early to say that about Batayev. It's harder. Rest up fight, and James looked like he could keep going. I'll tell you this, bro. I can tell you this. He was not like he was all over the place in that fight, bro. And when he got stopped, Jamal James wasn't complaining, bro. Jamal James didn't complain about.
He wasn't complaining, and that's the ultimate sign. That's the ultimate sign. You know what I mean?
Like, that's the ultimate arms, sign. Yeah. Best Putin, not Best Putin. Batayev ain't got the longest arms. Sorry to go off topic, but what do you think of Hearn's statement that Felix Cash is the UK's best? He's got to prove it. He got to prove.
He got to show me.
Ashley's corner illegal.
Nah, when I said Batayev at 140, I said that'd be illegal.
I was really asking. I don't know Batayev. Yeah, go watch him. He's a good fighter.
Yeah, good fighter. Actually, watch the Batayev and Jamal James fight.
Mm-hmm.
That'll give you a clear indication.
It was entertaining though. That shit was funny to me. I knew Marcus Brown didn't have much of a chance.
It went longer than expected, though.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I thought the first 3 rounds, I don't know what Beterbiev was doing. As soon as he got the head clash, he just went beast mode. I don't know what he was doing, bro.
I agree.
I think he can beat Canelo, no cap. I got Beterbiev.
Beterbiev beats Canelo.
Bro, Beterbiev beats Canelo.
Yeah, he beats Canelo. Like now, I would put a stack on that. I will put a
I mean,
grand on that.
Berterbi has reached the age where you don't know when Father Time can catch up on him, but the best Berterbi beats Canelo. The best Berterbi beats the best Canelo. That's a fact. You know,
Yeah, he's just
the
too
best
big.
Berterbi
Too
beats. He's
big.
just way too big, way too
big.
strong.
Too big.
You saying Ortiz versus Bertai? Personally, that would be a good fight. It's a tough fight to call. Whoever makes the adjustment wins that fight, bro.
Ashley said, "Okay, bet."
Mm-hmm.
No, you said you had a question for Legend.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So we're talking about Spence and Ugas. You said it was going to be a close fight. What do you think Ugas can do to make it a tight fight or tough fight?
I just say just stay on him, man. Like go toe to toe, because Ugas don't look like the type of fighter that backs down. Like to me, he just comes forward, and he showed that with Porter. You know, like I had Ugas beating Porter.
I mean, we all
So,
had
but like I never thought about like what Jeff said. Like when he definitely brought that to my attention about his eyes. So I never thought about that until you mentioned that. So it's definitely interesting to see how how the eyes gonna play out.
Did you send a link to the note?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
I mean, I can't hypothetically speak about what happens with the eye. Personally, if I'm just going on an Errol Spence that I know, Errol Spence beats this dude 10-2, 11-1, in my opinion. I just feel like Spence has just got too much about him. I think even though Ugas comes forward, he's just going to make it very easy for Spence to land his shots. I think Spence is going to slowly wear him down, and he can potentially get a stoppage. I don't think he will, though. I think it will go 11. And it'll go 12, sorry. And I think Spence wins that pretty comfortably.
Yeah, I think it's a good listen. Let me get this out of the way. And I think Spence right now, what would you say? How many rounds do you think Danny won?
None. I thought he got clean wash. I thought he got 12 old.
Okay. So you had Danny washed. I think I gave Danny maybe one round, maybe. Now Danny is, you can make the argument Danny could beat Ugas.
But Danny's style is made for Spence, bro.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. His
style is made for Spence.
Yeah, his style is tailor-made for Spence. Ugas, on the other hand, is willing to do more things inside of the ring than Danny.
That's a fact.
Which leads me to believe that there's enough questions about Spence from a physical standpoint. And I'm going to tell you this as well. This is another reason why I'm saying it's not going to be a complete blowout. Not an 11-1 blowout.
I know what you're going to say. This is the first fight he fought someone bigger than him.
Well, not even. I wasn't even going to go there. Where I was going to go with this one is with Ugas. When you think of Ugas, right? He doesn't have the greatest of movement. The one thing I will say about Ugas, he has very good subtle movement. Like his movement is effective. I'll give Vlog this. I don't really like his punch variety. People get it twisted. When people think a guy throws punches and bunches, people think they got punch variety. Yeah. No, that's different.
Very big misconception.
Very big misconception. He throws a lot of punches. He throws punches and bunches. His punch variety is not that vast, though, which Vlog and I have said that a long time ago.
It's very similar to someone like Chris Eubank Jr. He throws a lot of punches, but he don't throw varies of punches.
Yeah,
like, he don't throw a left uppercut to the body, or right hook over the top, leading straight right hand. Like these, you don't really see those things from Ugas.
Yeah, Ugas gonna give you 1-2s. He's either he gonna give you the 1-2 or he gonna give you the da 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 da. Like that's like he don't give you anything more than that. You're not gonna see a 4-punch combination from Ugas. You're either gonna see a 2-punch combination or an 8-punch combination. You know what I'm saying? So and the one thing that I say, the reason I say it can be I would say maybe if Spence is on his game, I would say probably like a 9-3 type night for him. Is the one thing that kind of gives me cause to pause is Tell me the one thing that Spence does not do, Shane, that we like our fighters to do.
Exchange. He waits for the dude to finish
The
and
finish.
then
Exactly. So he waits for a guy to finish. Now eventually I think he's gonna catch Ugas.
That's why Danny Garcia was tailor made for him.
Because he don't do that.
Yeah, Spence is gonna do Spence is the best way to get at Spence is to be first. You be first, you get Spence keeping his hands in his pocket for about the first 2-3 seconds of the exchange. He's gonna try to catch you on the way out, just like how he caught Sean Porter with that counter shot. He's a good counter puncher, but he don't punch in between punches. So after your last punch, he will counter you.
He'll counter. Yeah. Right. He don't throw with his guy. So if Ugas comes in throwing that he could
he'll wait for that last shot, then he'll
exactly. So I'm thinking, so I want to be clear. I think Spence is going to win the fight. If Ugas is on his A game, he wins 4 rounds. If he's on his A game, he wins 4 rounds. I don't see this being no 7-5 or no 6-6 fight. If Ugas is on his game, he wins 4 rounds. But if Spence is on his, completely on his game, then I would lean towards Shane and Vlog. But it's not because I think Ugas is like some lesser of a fighter. I just have that much respect.
Extraordinary fighter. Spence
he's an
extraordinary fighter.
And that's why the people that's listening, that's why I'll be glad y'all be hearing these arguments, because a lot of times we be arguing from 2 different points. So they're arguing from the sense of they don't think as highly of Ugas. I was thinking about it in the sense of I think that highly of Spence, that if he's on his game, he can get him a 10-2, 11-1.
Spence is an elite fighter, and I feel like you can't come with ordinary primitive skills to beat an elite fighter. Unless the fighter's not on their day, that's cool. But we've never really seen Spence have an off day.
Exactly.
Even when I thought he was going to have an off day against Garcia, the closest we can, I think, and I always say Spence's worst performance to me, and I still think he won 12-0, and I think he won a few of those rounds 10-8, even though he didn't get a knockdown, was against Mikey. But I don't think it was a bad performance. I just feel like out of a great career, that's the fight that I would say I would forget about.
Yeah, I don't. I'm trying to think. How do I feel about that? There's a fight. Go ahead, bro. Shoot your shot, bro.
Yeah. So, do y'all, when Ugas beat Pot, do y'all think, because he's that good, or you think Pot's time is up? Of course, I mean, was it the same Pot that fought Keith Thurman?
Nah, it wasn't the same pack that fought Keith Thurman.
There was so much elements. For one, he was coming up for 2 years out the ring. He's old. Plus, it was a last minute change of an opponent. But then also there was Valdez testing. So there's so much things that come into play in that fight. So I'm not saying that taking anything away from Ugas, but I've seen Ugas in other fights, and he didn't answer the question marks that I had about him in the Pacquiao fight. A lot of the things that I questioned about him, I still question about him now, even after he fought Pacquiao.
Right. I would say this. And matter of fact, I'm gonna pitch this question your way, Legend. Have you seen anybody in the ring with Pacquiao look that comfortable?
No.
Yeah.
Other than Floyd.
And even Floyd got hurt once in that fight against Pacquiao. So I've never seen. That's how I know Pacquiao wasn't the same guy, because Thurman ain't looked that comfortable.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And of course he retired after that. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Bro,
Absolutely.
Me and Jeff say this thing all the time. If you're thinking about retirement before a fight, you're already retired. I believe that. Like, if you're thinking about retirement before a fight, you've already retired, because there's something you've seen either in training or your body isn't responding for you to say that I got to consider retirement. I called the round round of stoppage in that fight.
You did.
First round. You did. You called it in that fight. You called it in Conor Ben as well. You also called it in.
Where's she at in the standings?
Bro,
she gotta be up there.
Bro, she's in the top 10. But if she started from the start, she would be first.
Been in the league. She'd be in the
league.
She
missed like the first 4 weeks. Like she's got 8 perfect predictions out of 12. She's only made like 12. She's only got 2 predictions wrong, and that was Kid Galahad and Teofimo Lopez, I think.
No, Kid Galahad and Kiko.
Yeah, and Kid Galahad and then Teofimo.
Oh, and then the Kiko. Okay, I got you. I got it, bro. Will Stoops, Ugas versus Avanesian. What you saying?
I said Avanesian would win, but now I'm thinking back. I think it's a closer fight than I had it before, because one thing about Avanesian is he's a one star. He's only got one style.
Yeah, Ugas is beating that all day long. And I like Avanesian. I like Avanesian. I like Avanesian.
Ugas can beat Avanesian.
I like Avanesian.
Ugas can beat Avanesian because Avanesian is real small as well. I'll pick Ugas to beat Avanesian. I'll keep it real. I'll pick Ugas to beat Avanesian.
Nathan Carey, what's going on, good brother? Spence is a machine. Yeah, Spence crazy with it, man. Like crazy.
Where's Renault?
I don't know where he at, bro. I think I might have waited a little too late to send him the link. I was waiting.
What are we saying about Canelo, though?
Huh?
Canelo.
What was who saying about Canelo?
What are we saying on the whole about Canelo?
I like the Bivol fight, man. People shitting on the Bivol fight, but I feel like they're shitting on it because they don't know who Bivol is.
Who? Like who?
The general public. They saying he on a European tour.
People are still saying this.
People are definitely saying that
because they want to see him fight Charlo.
No, they just saying that because he's fighting Bivol.
So who do they want to see him fight?
I don't know. Oh, matter of fact, let's pitch it to the legend. Hey, legend, if it's up to you, who would you? I would say who's the top 3 guys you would want to see Canelo fight?
Jamal Charlo. I would like to see him fight Andre. Charlo, Andre. Those are the only 2 I can think right now. But definitely Andre. I think Andre was hungry for that fight because he went to Canelo's post conference and was calling him out.
Mm-hmm.
Keeping it 100, bro. Those are the 2 fights I actually don't want to see.
Why you don't want to see them?
Why?
Because neither fight is natural 168, and they're moving up to a weight class, and I just think that's their easy fight. So I'm
gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why I disagree with that, because I don't even think Canelo's a natural 68. Like I honestly don't think he's a natural 68.
But you can. I agree with you, but you can say that. But this is the thing. We've seen what Canelo does to do to our natural 68s. We see what he does to do to our natural 68. You see my point? And to me, I look at Jamal, and I think Andrade is one of my favorite fighters. I really like Charlo, but to me, bro, none of them are going to do the one thing you need to do to beat Canelo. And that's the issue that I have right now. None of them are going to do the one thing that you actually need to do to beat this version of Canelo.
Which is?
You got to get this guy going in reverse, bro. You have to get this guy going in reverse. Like, both of those dudes are going to let Canelo walk through the front door and work.
But the thing is, I don't think neither one of those fights are easy fights for Canelo. Because the thing is, a year ago, we all were saying that Canelo was ducking that Andre smoke. I would say maybe a year
ago. I would say a little bit over. When he was at 160.
Between I would say between a year and a half to 2 years ago. Is that more accurate?
Yeah.
Okay. Between a year and a half, 2 years ago, we were saying there were some core fighters that Canelo wasn't willing to fight. Charlo was one of those guys. Andre was one of those guys. My personal belief is that Canelo has not become a natural 168 within a year and a half time. That's what I think.
But he's beaten natural 168 still.
He has beaten one natural 168s. I could say he's beaten a natural 175. You know what I'm saying? but he would, if he fights a Charlo and he fights a Andre, there's two things about them that I know they're gonna give me when they walk in the ring. Number one, they're not gonna give Canelo what he wants. They're not gonna let him do what he wants, and they're gonna come in to win, and it's skilled. So that's all I'm asking for.
So did Saunders though.
But Saunders is not.
Wasn't a natural 168, so that was a problem.
The thing is though, Saunders ain't really cracking like that neither.
No,
so
that's
Saunders really Saunders is not gonna put anything on you to get. He wasn't gonna put anything on Canelo to get his attention. I think Andre hits Canelo with the money shot. He's gonna get his attention at least. Charlo hits him with a money shot. He's gonna get his attention at least. That's why I would like to see those fights, but I would have loved to have seen them a year and a half ago. Love to have seen them a year and a half ago. But that's what I'm saying. Like, it's like with Canelo, is weird with him, man. Like, it's and legend, check this out. When you ask, the reason I asked you who would you rather see Canelo fight, I wanted to see if he was gonna go the 160 route or the 168 route or the 175 route. With Canelo, when you're actually talking about Canelo, you have to literally ask the question of what weight class are we talking about? You know what I'm saying?
Well, he said he's not moving down to 168, bro.
He's not moving down to 60, right? So
60,
so he's not moving down to 60, right? So think of how difficult the proposition is. So he's not moving down to 60. So we're assuming he's a natural 168. We have to say he's a natural 168 because he got all the goddamn belts at 168, right? So you can't really factor in anyone at 160 if you want to be technical. At 68, you can't factor anybody in at 68 outside of Benavidez, and he's not gonna fight, and that's it. Everybody else is too green. And then you got 175, and people say he's too small for 175. So what exactly are we doing? Like when we mention Canelo, what exactly are we doing?
To me, bro, if my number one pick for him is Benavidez. That's my number one pick for him is Benavidez, bro.
Benavidez gives him the most trouble out of any fighter in the sport.
No, I don't believe that. I just think
he's one now that you mentioned.
Benavidez.
Yeah.
No, I didn't think of him at the time, but yeah, now that you mention him, yeah.
The only reason why I'm saying Benavidez is purely and simply because he's a natural 168 and so is Canelo. And Canelo's claiming to be the best at 168, which he has a right to claim to be because he's undisputed. Benavidez is the one fight that I would want to see the most. But to be honest, the hardest fights are all going to come at 175. All his hardest fights will come at 175 because everybody at 175 is going to get this dude going in reverse. Every fighter. Joe Smith, Zerdo, Viterbi, they're all going to get him going in reverse, bro. They're all going to get him going in reverse. So anyone who can get Canelo going on, fighting off that back foot, they're going to beat.
Yeah. And that's the thing. 175 is just, is Canelo Hall of Fame right now? What you think, Legend?
Yeah,
what you say again?
Hall of Fame.
Is Canelo Hall of Fame right now?
It's Hall of Fame.
Of course.
There's lesser fighters that's been Hall of Fame, bro. But he's not the best in the sport, though. Not in my opinion.
Nah, fair enough. I'm gonna put this scenario out there, and I already know what Shane gonna say. And I guess, Legend, this is more of a question for you. If Canelo, his next 3 fights, right? I'm gonna put this scenario out there. You tell me if this puts him in top 10. This puts him top 10 all-time status.
All right.
Joe Smith. He beats Bivol stoppage. He beats Beterbiev stoppage. Next 3 fights.
Yeah.
Is he top 10? Is he top 10 all time?
In my opinion, yeah. 100.
Yeah, of course.
In my opinion, he surpasses Floyd. Even though Floyd beat him, bro. That's insane. That's insane.
Joe Smith.
That's
Joe
insane.
Smith, Bivol, Beterbiev.
Your pitch as well,
But
bro. That's
but he
insane.
gets
He does
Bivol,
that, bro.
Bivol and Beterbiev up out of
That
there.
if he does that, bro, that's insane. That's in like, bro, you are probably top 5 in all time. I can only think of maybe Sugar Ray Leonard. I would even say you surpassed our league, bro. Sugar Ray Leonard, Robinson. That's it. We're probably top 3 of all time, bro. I'm keeping it 100, bro. That is an amazing resume. On top of the fact that you beat Golovkin and beat Danny Jacobs, bro, that is an elite resume. Clean that 158, that's elite. That's elite, bro.
Like,
now that ain't never happening.
I'm just putting the scenario out there. I just put it out there.
Ain't never happening. I'll bet the house on that one there, bro.
I'll just put it out there. But Canelo's in a really he's in an interesting position because I'm like, he could really go on a 5-fight run and really put himself in top 10, top 15 all time.
But he's not the only one who can do that, though. So can Crawford.
Crawford could go on a 4 or 5-fight run as well. To be honest with you, if he was to beat Spence and to beat Charlo in back-to-back,
he's an ATG.
Yeah, that will put him.
I mean, you'd be you'd be top 3, bro. You'd be a 3-weight undisputed champion, bro.
3-weight undisputed.
That is ridiculous.
All right, bro. All right, so listen. Hold up. I got one for you. So I'm on my hypothetical shit right now. Legend. This question for you. If Bud beats Spence in a unification fight at 147, he comes right back in the next fight and beats Charlo in a 154 unification fight. Is Bud resume better than Floyd's?
Yeah. Of course it is.
Yeah.
Floyd ain't ever been undisputed.
3 times. It'll be 3 times. So hold on. So Legend, let me put this in perspective before you answer that. So, of course, we're not questioning Floyd's resume, right? Floyd's one of my favorite fighters of all time.
Right.
He is my favorite.
It's Shane's favorite fighter of all time. Floyd has never been undisputed in any weight class. If that happens, Bud will be the only person in history to be an undisputed champion in three different weight classes in history. So that's why I'm asking the question: if Bud was to beat Spence,
and it's possible as well, bro,
and to beat Charlo,
I'll give you.
Is his resume better than Floyd's?
There's a chance that Castano beats Charlo. There's actually a chance that Castano can beat Charlo. And if I was Terence Crawford's manager and Castano beat Charlo, bro, I'd be like, that's the fight I want. I want Castano and I want Errol Spence next because I'll make him favorite in both of those fights.
Legend.
And you talking about Jamel, right?
Jamel.
At 154.
Yeah.
So if Bud beats Spence and Jamel back to back and becomes the only person in history to be a 3-weight undisputed champion of the world, is his resume better than Floyd's?
Now, I mean, just with them 2 fighters now, because like everybody feels that Crawford lacked competition. So I would say no.
You would say no? Okay, you know what? That's a great question for the.
What would you say, Jeff?
That's a great question for Twitter.
What would you say, Jeff?
I gotta put that on Twitter. Man, that's tough, bro. That's tough. You know what makes it even more difficult?
If you name a few more, yeah. I mean, but just them 2, better than Floyd's not.
Just them 2, okay.
Yeah, but don't get me wrong.
Okay, can I? All right, let me throw. All right, let me sweeten the pot though.
Wait, Jeff, answer the question first.
Man, that's a tough question to answer, bro.
Bro, you know how much I rate Undisputed, so
and it's not only in that scenario, not only is he undisputed, but he has beat the legit top guy in both weight classes in their prime. In their prime. Whoo, man,
Well, I
that's
got a
tough.
comeback question for you, man.
Go ahead.
All right, since you mentioned Spence and Jamel, has Crawford fought anybody that had the power?
That had what?
That type of power.
Yeah,
In
because
terms of,
Spence and well, of course, Jamel like had serious power. So I mean, has Crawford ever fought anybody that had serious power like that?
I mean, he
Nah.
hasn't fought no one that has serious power like those two dudes.
Yeah.
But when he was at 140, he fought Postal, who everybody said had ridiculous power. So,
Yeah,
but I'm not saying Postal has the power of Spence or Charles. I'm not saying that.
Yeah, I to answer your question, no, those would be the biggest punches he's
Of
ever
course.
been in the ring with, by far. But I will sweeten the pot as far as my question. Let me answer my own question. I'm gonna say no for one reason, bro.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna say no for one reason. I have so much respect for the resume of Floyd pre-Money Mayweather, and that's the only reason I'm gonna say
that.
no. That's the only reason I'm gonna say
I get
no.
that. For me, bro, you know I rate Undisputed highly, bro.
I know you do. And I do as well. It's Floyd resume is so stacked though, but it makes it difficult because he would have done something nobody's ever done. On top of that, he would have done it in back-to-back fights.
And you
on
could
top of that,
also argue, Jeff, that Spence is better than anyone on Mayweather's resume. You can argue that.
at the time of the fight,
yeah,
I gotta think about that. I gotta think about that.
I mean, let's keep it real. Who would you say? I know he's fought some great fighters, but who would you say better than Spence?
Who's
a pound for pound top?
I gotta be careful with my answer because I some of this stuff I got a timestamp. The majority of the big time fighters that Floyd has fought, he has either caught them out of their prime or getting ready to come out of their prime.
Yeah.
So if you look at Oscar, he was not in his prime when he fought Oscar.
Neither was Manny.
Neither was Manny. Neither was Shane. Neither was Zab. Who else?
I mean, Corrales was in his prime.
Corrales was in his prime. Everything was pre-Floyd, pre-Money Mayweather. Everybody he fought, Money Mayweather status guys were out of their prime. Would you say, Legend?
Marquez. I don't know if Marquez was in his prime.
Yeah, I think Marquez was in his prime. But I would say the back half of his prime. I wouldn't say he's better than Errol. I mean, Ricky Hatton was in his prime, but Ricky Hatton was in his Errol.
Ricky Hatton was in his prime. You know what? That's not a bad argument. I would say that Floyd's never fought a guy of Spence talent in his prime. I feel comfortable saying that.
Yeah,
that's your conundrum. Got you. I'm gonna sweeten the pot as far as my Bud question. I'm gonna sweeten the pot a little bit. Bud beats Boots, then Spence, then Charlo, back to back to back. Is his resume better than Floyd's?
That's funny.
That's a tough one, man. I'll still say no, man.
Let me ask you a question, both of you guys. Let's say
Go ahead, bro.
If he beats Spence, do you move up to 154 and fight the winner of Charlo Costello? Or
hold on, repeat the question. I'm sorry.
If Crawford beats Spence, do you fight Boots or do you move up and fight the winner of Charlo Castano?
Nah, move up.
You
Easy,
know
easy
everybody's
question.
gonna say he's ducking.
That's fine, but he's ducking to go get undisputed at 154. That's fine. That's fine. That's a business decision too. That's fine because he will be making
Everybody
so.
and their mother's gonna say he's ducking.
That's fine, but the thing is though, you are duck. So you're quote unquote. I don't consider it ducking when you making a better business decision. I don't
I
consider
know.
it
I'm
that.
just saying people are gonna say that.
People are gonna say that, but the
People
people
said
that
Dylan White ducked Otto Walling because he's fighting Fury. You see my
right, but that
point?
was a good it
But
may have
it's a
been
smart
ducking, but
decision.
it was
The
ducking,
nigga's
but
getting
it was
how much
ducking.
money? Like 8 million or whatever. So
Ducking, yeah, ducking. There's different levels of ducking. Like, yeah, he would be ducking, but if you told me I can go get another undisputed at the next weight class against the top guy at
and get
154
more money.
and get more money and get more belts when I'm fighting the guy in a title defense, it's an easy question. Easy. You know what I'm saying? Easy. You know what I'm saying? For sure. But Shane, I'll pitch that question to you.
Nah,
Boots,
bro, I'm
Spence,
moving up,
Charlo.
bro. I'm moving up.
No, I know you. I know the answer to that question. I said Boots, Spence, Charlo is
No, but he don't
blood
have to even
resume.
beat Boots. He don't have to
Hmm?
even beat
That
Boots.
that is a good one, though, man.
He wouldn't even.
Because
That
If
is a
he
good
beats
one, man.
Spence and Charlo, he's better than not his resume. I'm not gonna say he personally is better than Floyd, but his resume is better than
yeah,
Floyd. I would say
because
his resume is better than anyone in the sport in the history of the
yeah,
sport, bro.
I because the
Other
thing
than Ray
about it,
Robinson, other than Ray
yeah,
Robinson, like Ray
I
Robinson moves up to heavyweight and done crazy
yeah,
stuff like that. So I can't even say.
I my thing with my thing with this situation with with Floyd, if you ask yourself how many guys did he fight in a prime, it's definitely under 10. It's
I
definitely
mean,
under 10.
Corrales,
One,
um, Hatton.
You said Canelo.
two.
I think Canelo's in his prime now.
Yeah, Canelo was pre-prime, so I'm not gonna say he was a
Maidana,
young
Yeah.
pup.
Maidana.
I'll give you that. 3.
It's
Castillo.
Castillo. I forgot. I don't know how I
4.
forgot Castillo.
4.
What's
Gennaro Hernandez. 5.
I'm thinking about that one.
He was a champion at the time too, though,
But
and
was
he
he
was the
in the?
top guy. He was the
Yeah,
top
no,
guy in
we
the
can
weight
give that
class.
to him. We can give that to him.
5.
We
That's
can give that
5.
to him.
That's 5. That's the only 5 I can think of at the moment because Pacquiao wasn't in his prime.
No.
Oscar was out of his prime.
What's his
Shane
name
was out of his prime.
What's his name was out of his prime. Angel was out of his prime.
Angel Manfredi was out of his prime.
My other dude's out of his prime. Emmanuel was out of his prime.
Yeah. So it's less than 10 names that Floyd has fought in their prime.
I'm really thinking about it.
Mind you, none of
Even
them are
what?
black
Even
fighters.
Gatti was out of his prime when he fought.
No, Gotti was in his prime, but it's just I never thought he was that great though. But I'll give you that though. 6.
I mean, he wasn't. I agree with you, bro. I don't even think he was that good. That's the problem.
Yeah, I don't think he was that great. I just think he was a hell of an entertaining fighter. That's 6.
And none of them
are black.
elite.
None of them are black either.
But none of them are elite.
Yeah,
I mean,
none
Ricky
of them are.
you could argue that at the time. I mean, Corrales, was he pound? None of them were pound for pound at the time. Errol Spence is a legitimate pound for pound contender.
I would say, yeah.
So with Charlo, if Charlo beats Castano, bro, he's a legitimate pound for pound contender.
Yeah, for sure. Like that's what I'm saying. Like that's why the Floyd.
No, 100%, bro. Floyd would have never beaten anyone who's cleaned out a division, he would have beaten a dude that's cleaned out a division.
I'm gonna put it to you like this: Floyd in his prime would have never fought Spence. He would have never fought Bud, and he would have never fought a Boots type guy.
And he never fought Castano, Charlo.
Charlo type guy. Floyd would have avoided them dudes at all costs. And I am a Floyd fan. He is my top 5. He's number 4.
I know number 1. Who's number 2?
Roy.
He's number 3.
Matter of fact, you know what? Floyd's 3 on my
He's
list.
number 4.
He's damn, who's 4 on my list?
I've actually never told you my top 5 of all time.
I don't even know if I gotta think about that. I know those are my top 3 favorite fighters of all time.
My top 3 has to, obviously Floyd number 1. Floyd definitely number 1. Lennox Lewis is number 2. I know people can be like Lennox Lewis, yeah.
Yeah, in the UK, so you know.
I had no choice but to love Lennox Lewis in my household. My dad was a massive Lennox Lewis fan, so I had no choice. Lennox Lewis, Andre Ward. I really like Andre Ward. You're forgetting I'm from a certain era, so I'm not going to say I'm from a certain era. So, Roy Jones Jr. in terms of who he was as a fighter, his fighting style, definitely. And I don't know who my 5th
That's
was.
a legend. Give us your top 3 fighters of all, top 3 favorite fighters of all time. Top 3 favorite.
I say, of course, Floyd, and I tell you before, Jamel Charlo is my favorite one now. So those are 2 right now that I can think.
Did you say?
And Jamel.
Oh, Jamel.
Okay. Yeah, Jamel. Okay. Yeah, Jamel is one of my favorite ones.
All time.
Yeah. All time. But you know what though, bro? Did you not tell me you haven't been watching boxing for that long? Or was that, am I getting you mixed up with somebody else?
I really got into it around 2005.
Yeah, so he's relatively.
So I went to my first I went to my first pro fight in 2005 and first amateur fight in 2005. Been going ever since.
Okay. All right, so that makes that list makes sense. That list makes sense when he's coming into the game 2005. Okay. Yeah. Hey Shane, what's the topic for tomorrow, bro? What we doing?
It has to be Danny Jacobs, bro. We ain't even touched that fight. That's on the website as well. So
yeah, the thing that's crazy. It's been so much boxing news and things like that. Like you can literally jump on for hours out of the day, like and just talk. I be feeling bad because the Goodfellas podcast is really a mainstream podcast. We don't even really get to talk about the stuff we really want to talk about.
Facts.
We really don't. Like
we just need to make more time during the day so we can start moving.
Yeah, that's really what it is. But for the people that listens to the Goodfellas podcast, and you might have jumped in when we was at each other's throat and all that other good stuff. Let's keep it clear. We'd rather talk about the Batallas and the Stan Jonases of the world. And even the Tegus of the world.
I won't say I would rather.
I would like to sprinkle them in a lot more.
Yeah, like especially in the debate that we had today. Like, to be fair, sometimes when you go on YouTube, you just see the generic Errol Spence, Terence Crawford stuff. I really hate that. I remember when Wilder and Fury was literally flooding the market. I hated that stuff. Like, it's the same recycled arguments every day. Like, especially when a fight's been announced. You shouldn't really have to touch it too much because it's already been announced. You're going to see what's going to happen.
The thing that's crazy, I think throughout that trilogy, I think I did 5 videos on Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder.
People did 5 videos a day. They were getting like a meal, bro. 5 a day, bro.
Legend. People was paying their bills off of Tyson Fury and Wilder talk. They was paying their bills off that talk, bro. I literally made 5 videos, and I can run down the 5. I'm not including any lives or anything like that. Yeah. I'm talking regular videos. I did the one joint when I did like a compilation joint where it was kind of like a joke. I did that video.
I don't even remember the 5. If we're not talking about lives, I don't even remember, bro.
Yeah, I did one that was kind of like a joke. Like a joke video. That was like a minute. Then I did another the video when the article about the farmer.
Yeah.
No, I'm not done yet. The one with the farmer.
Did you do a glove gate one? I don't know if you even done that.
Yeah, I did a glove gate one. I did a glove gate one. I did one when the farmer came out. Remember that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, you hit me with the news, and I was the first person to come out with it. In the US anyway. And then we did a breakdown and prediction video for one of the fights. And then I did like another random video. Like that was it.
Oh.
So if anybody questions this channel, we don't ride the regular wave. I tell you that much. Anybody there was dudes that was doing 5-10 videos a day on Wilder and Fury, and they was getting 10, 20, 30,000 views each day, and we never touched it. We never touched it. Like we never touched
necessary.
It just wasn't necessary at the end of the day. But I was waiting for my man Lennar to get up in here, man, but he just ain't jump in, and he probably busy or whatever. But listen, we're gonna close it out there, man. 2 hours, 20 minutes strong. Y'all got a chance to listen to me argue with Shane. But we got back on the same page as usual. Argue with Blunt. I don't ever get on the same page with Blunt. That's just what it is. But you know, that's my bro for life. And we had the legend up in the building. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to you, bro.
Thanks.
A legend, man. Sometimes when we get the rapping like that, man, sometimes you gotta butt in a little bit more, man.
You just gotta speak, bro.
Yeah, we pretty.
It was heated today.
Yeah, listen.
For you to get a
pretty
word
intense today.
Don't wait.
Yeah, you ain't gotta. So I'm gonna tell you now, bro. Like when you get on with us, man. Like I'm like. Shane's an alpha dog. Vlogs are alpha dog. I'm an alpha dog. You just got to be an alpha dog when you get up in here. Man.
Yeah, don't wait.
I thought I might needed to be a referee today. Yeah, I needed to be a ref today, man.
I might have to timestamp that one. That was a good one. But that's the thing, though, man. Like it just, you know, it goes there. Like it goes there sometimes, and you know. But that's just having passion for the sport. You know, at the end of the day,
right.
You know what I'm saying? So, Legend, give me your social media real quick, bro.
You say what?
Give me your social media real quick.
Social media?
Yes,
the
sir.
Legend 334 is Instagram.
That's
and
your main joint.
I'm on Facebook. It's Ty Finney.
Oh.
That's Ty Finney. That's Ty Finney. That's Ty Finney. That's what I said. He be in here every day. You know
no, definitely. Yeah. Could you go by a different name? I just didn't know. Cool.
Yeah. Hold on. I gotta get in the comments real quick. Will Stokes said Canelo was never stopping Turbia. We agree. We agree. He said, hold on, is this favorite of all time or best of all time? Nah, favorite of all time. Boxing First Vlog. Said great work, family. Boxing First Vlog, big shout out to you, bro. If anybody's gonna get me yelling on camera, it's gonna be Boxing First Vlog. So I like to thank him for that.
Bro, you can never script this dude's comments, bro.
You cannot script Boxing First Vlog. Boxing First Vlog don't know what Boxing First Vlog is gonna say.
That's on everything.
That's on everything. Like, but we wouldn't have it no other way. And I think that's what makes this podcast great. You might come in here and be hearing an educated conversation, and you know, we might have somebody thinking they got a referee to jump.
Literally.
You know what I'm saying? But you know, it is what it is, man. Shane, get on your social media, bro.
I'm Shane the number 1. That's only on Instagram.
Exclusively on Instagram. Then go follow my man Boxing First Vlog on Instagram and Twitter. Go subscribe to his YouTube channel. Just got over 1,000 about a week ago. So congratulations to him. And you know, he's doing a lot of work out here. So, you know, congrats to Boxing First Vlog. I'm all over the place. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. G5FTV. We got the website, g5ftv.com.
The weigh-in for what's it called tomorrow as well, just to let you know.
The weigh-in for Danny Jacobs is tomorrow. So that's a definite. We got to record that.
Yeah.
Definitely got to record that. And
It's on the zone.
It's on the zone, so we could definitely record that. Also, on the website, Boxing Prediction Fantasy League, $550 for the winner of the league. We got Danny Jacobs and John Ryder this weekend, so everybody can make their predictions on that, which I think is an interesting fight to predict, actually, because we don't know which guy's going to show up
Literally.
in what way. So I think that's a real interesting fight to have a prediction on. And tomorrow's going to be it's going to be Danny Jacobs and John Ryder preview, and I think we might have to sprinkle in some somewhat.
Whatever's hot.
Yeah, whatever's hot and quiet is kept. Brooke and Khan is coming up.
Yeah.
In a week. So
definitely have to go live for that fight as well.
Definitely got to go live for that fight. What is that going to be on?
Sky, so Top Rank. ESPN.
Damn, ESPN. That means everybody gonna be showing that joint on Instagram, and like they gonna illegally stream the hell out of that joint. Yeah, for sure. But listen, man, Legend, we appreciate you being on, bro.
Thanks for the invite, man.
Hey, man, this is beyond an invite at this point, man. This is all I need to know is where I'm sending the link and when you want it, and we'll definitely send it. Definitely send it to you, man. So it's just a matter of just whenever you want to jump on, you always got a spot. So now we done upgraded. I think we can have up to 10 people. We can have up to 10 people on a podcast
Big thanks,
at the same time.
Yeah,
hey, man, no
Zoom
problem.
meeting with 10 people on here, bro. That's a Zoom meeting, bro.
Yeah, that's if I got 10 people on here, that's definitely a Zoom meeting. I had to there's a couple people I wouldn't be able to have on here. If it was Vlog, Ladar,
Padman,
YS. Oh man, I wouldn't be able to control that. There's a lot of things I can do. I can't control that though. That'd be a
like a university lecture or something.
Nah, that'd be a Legend can appreciate this one. That'd be a WWF Royal Rumble.
Literally.
Back in the day, Royal Rumble.
You gonna put everybody on the and just
I had to put everybody.
1 minute at a time. 1 minute.
I'd be like, you got a minute. You got a minute. You got a minute. Like, yeah, it'd be crazy. That'd be absolutely crazy. But listen, 2 hours 26 minutes strong, man. This was episode 58 of the Goodfellas podcast. So on behalf of the Legend, Boxing First Vlog, aka the General, aka Blunt, aka Blunt Bayless, aka Mr. 1K, and my man VP Shane, aka Ice Cold Shane, and G5 Jeff TV, aka G5, aka 5, aka the Legend, on behalf of the staff. We will see you guys tomorrow.